I've learned to humble myself, but I'm still going to do what I want to do.
So how do you humble yourself while doing what you still want to do?
It's like, okay, I'm not going to do it this time, but I got you. I'm gonna do it. Like, okay, but don't expect this all the time.
It's like you bounce it in a way pretty much? Okay.
Yeah. I pick and choose when I want to act up.
Okay. I'm going to act up, but not today.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Yeah.
Later I'm going to do what I want to do.
I don't like this one.
All right. I'm always awkward when this shit starts off. Let's get this intro going, though. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Lavish Journey podcast. It's your host, Jay Gaines, in here today. I got two special guests in here today. We got Kdawg back in here.
Hello.
And we got my boy Calvin in here, man.
What's good?
How y'all feeling?
Good.
Doing good.
Good.
Yeah, you know, I'm feeling good, too. Today was a good day. Good day.
Went by kind of slow.
You know, it did go by kind of slow. It did. What do you do today?
I went to the doctor's, went shopping. Yeah.
What you get?
Ooh, I got everything. I'm trying to do my whole style over for summertime, so.
I feel that.
Yeah, I want to dress like the Asians do.
Just like that.
Yeah, they be fly.
So, like, how do they dress? Like, what's the way they dress?
They
I'm
be
curious.
like, we be here and they be there. You got to understand, like, our
I gotta
trends.
look at it.
You do. You really got to look at it. They be fly. Because you got urban fly, you got the hippie fly, then you got the other people. I feel like I don't just want to be different, and I feel like that the that the Asians really got something. You know, you got to really look at their fashion.
I do.
You really do.
I have yet to. I don't know. You know, you're right. I gotta peep it because one fashion I did like the most so far was the Cali vibe. It's like
what? Really?
It looked like they all had on hand-me-downs, and I like that shit.
Yeah, they just be wearing each other clothes and shit. I don't want that.
I like the hippie look. I don't know. Maybe it's a trend right now for me. But when I was out there, I was like, ooh, I like that.
It's just be a bum. That's all it is.
That's how it. I want to say be a bum. I mean, it did give me that vibe a little bit.
A little bummish.
Yeah, a little bummish.
A little bummish. It's okay.
It's
come as you are. That's all.
I agree. I agree.
Free spirited.
What you getting to today, bro?
Just work.
Work?
Did a lot of editing with the videos. That's about it, man.
Editing takes forever, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Listen,
Don't
I
get
know
me
shit
started.
about editing, and I'm not even trying to learn. I'm gonna pay somebody.
Try doing it on your phone.
I'm gonna pay somebody.
Hold on, you edit on your phone? Oh,
I edit
yeah.
on my phone because you have the iMovie and stuff. I do all the editing on my phone.
Ooh.
Until I buy a computer, it will be on the phone.
I couldn't just sit on my phone and do that all day. That shit'll make me insane.
It takes patience.
Yeah,
Trust me, it took me an hour to edit 3 videos.
Yeah, I'm gonna hire somebody.
Dang.
My big fingers, bro, it's mad hard.
Really? So for your content, the videos you post, bro, like, what's your goal with those videos and everything? Because I see you being consistent with it, man.
Well, on average, I get about 100 views and about 15 profile visits. And at least 2 saves with every video.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Considering the fact that my following count is not that high, it's very good.
How many followers you got?
Maybe 320.
And for you to get like 115 views, that's actually really good.
Yeah.
Because my following, they don't give a shit about me. They don't care. They only care when it's, I don't know. I don't know.
My followings care if I was consistent.
following.
I'm just not consistent. That's my problem.
That's the hard part.
I'll get like maybe 400 people that view my profile. And I feel like I could get higher than that. But it's just hard for me to, you know.
It's like a job. Like,
Yeah.
social media is really like when you're definitely trying to become like an influencer or whatever on there, that's like another job, it feels
Yeah.
like. To post every day.
I like to repost pictures of videos when I can't think of anything.
Really?
Something that pertains to the content that I'm posting, yeah.
I'm going to start doing that. I got to become more consistent. It's like, I'll be consistent for 2 weeks and then I fall off.
Yeah.
I'm up to about 2 videos.
What, 2 videos a week? Or a
day.
That's good.
A day.
Want to do mine? Hey, I'll pay you to do so. You
Like
want to.
I just edited 3 videos, so I got some content for the next few days.
That's dope.
Plus this, so yeah, I'll have more than enough.
That's dope.
Wow.
Yeah. We need to get Kdawg to start a podcast.
Kdawg doesn't. My dilemma is I don't know if I want to do it alone. I think I want to have a co-host. I think that's cool. I think I don't want it to be a one-sided conversation. Mm-hmm. I feel like having somebody else there, especially like to work with me too. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a lot of work. You got to do research. You got to, things like that if you really want to make it somewhere. And I don't know if I want to do it by myself yet.
I agree. I have yet to do actually a show by myself.
Yeah.
But it's really hard, like, doing all this alone. I'm not going to lie. I do want to co-host. I really do. Because it's hard. Lately, man, I've just been doing videos for real. But
really?
They've been feeling better doing that, though.
Yeah.
I tried it.
A co-host?
Myself.
Yeah.
It's difficult, but the more you do it, the easier it is.
Yeah.
I just feel like, I don't know. It's always fun to have somebody else, throw some jokes at. You know what I'm saying? It becomes kind of like lonely if you just like, hey, y'all, it's me by myself.
So y'all believe in teamwork?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. You can't make it anywhere alone. I don't care who, no matter what anybody says. You cannot make it in this world alone, or God would have just made one person, period. So.
That's true. I never thought about it from that point of view. But I learned that because growing up, I always try to do a lot of stuff alone, kind of. My family's always there to support and help me. But, I always be like, I got this. I can do this on my own. Mm-hmm. And then I would, like, collapse. And I learned that, like, just put your pride aside, and get help. It's not a weak thing to get help.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Everybody is so hell-bent on, I got to be by myself. I got to do this by myself. I got to make it to the top by myself. Like, damn, okay. Like, bye. You get to the top by yourself and ain't nobody there, then what? It's like oh, I'm alone. Like, who wants to be alone their whole life? I'm not saying you have to have somebody, but right. I mean, come on now.
That's true. Because it's a lot of people out here who make it to the top, you know what I mean, and get all the success and everything, and then realize they're alone.
Yeah. And
it's like, why did you make it? I mean, what's there? What's at the top? You didn't bring nobody along with you.
Exactly.
Like, I hear a lot of rappers say that. You know what I mean? Like, I made it to the top. Now there's nobody here with me because you didn't bring nobody.
Exactly. Everybody just, I don't know.
Wouldn't you say the road to success is a lonely road?
It is if you make it.
It is. Yeah.
It depends on what kind of person you are.
Right.
Because your energy can attract good people. Mm-hmm. That's all it is.
That's true. How do you feel about that, bro?
I'm getting out of the habit of being alone. I actually function better when I'm alone. Mm-hmm. So working with people actually slows me down somewhat.
Really?
Well, you must not be messing with the right people, though. That's just the thing. You have to have 5 people that have the same drive as you. You can't just pick a random person and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
gotta be picky with that, though.
Of course,
you really gotta be picky because some people don't have their own vision, and when somebody doesn't have their own vision, they become a part of yours.
Exactly. But that's how you be careful who you talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all it is.
That's facts because some people just try to ride your wave.
Of course. Of course. There are people out here, of course, that's going to ride your wave.
I agree. So let's talk about communication. Since earlier, y'all saw
second time around.
Yeah, Calvin said he had discussion on his channel around. With communication.
Communication.
So how do you feel about communication, bro? Where do you want to talk about communication?
Oh, man.
You said it's such a broad topic.
Right.
I mean, communication goes with a lot of subjects. You got family, relationships, networking, your job. Then you also have internal communication.
Yeah, within yourself. Communication with God.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I try to rely on the Holy Spirit with that, though.
So that's your main communication?
That's actually how I function.
Really?
Like, I try to remain in tune with the Holy Spirit every day.
That's good.
Meaning what, though? Like, what do you mean?
I recently said in the last podcast that people feel God's not in their life, but it's not that God isn't in your life. It's just you stop listening to God.
Of course.
So every day before I respond, I'll actually wait a few seconds.
That's good.
And when I'm led to say something, I will. If not, I'll keep my words to a minimum. Mm-hmm. Just so I won't leave footstool for the enemy to take charge.
That's good.
I like how you said that.
That was slick. That should be on a t-shirt. Something that urban or something.
That's real, man.
It's It's a lot you can do with the Holy Spirit, man. I've navigated through certain atmospheres that I wasn't even used to because of it. Like off my natural ability, I'm uncomfortable around large crowds.
Really?
Yes.
Like, why is that though? Like, when you go around large crowds, do you like get anxiety in some type of way, or
not familiar, not knowing who I'm around, what people can do? That actually keeps me on a very defensive state. So being around a lot of people, I actually have to depend on the Holy Spirit because I know I can't do it alone.
That's real. That's real.
So, yeah.
That's real, man. Because sometimes I can be around large crowds now, but at that point in time, I couldn't. I feel like I don't know.
It's a learned behavior, man.
It's different, yeah.
I think I could be around big crowds and small crowds.
That's good.
Big crowds are more intimate. It's so much going on that people ain't gonna be paying attention to you. But it's just a little space. It kind of becomes confined and shit like that.
That's the worst.
The clutter.
Ugh. Especially if you go to like a party or something.
I think that's why I don't like clubs, honestly, because I feel so claustrophobic. I'm just in there like,
excuse me.
Yeah. Like, shout out to the Barley House, but every time I go down there, y'all know what the Barley House is downtown. So it's like on West 6. It's like a good diverse club, but it's so cluttered in there. You can't even get to the bar. It takes you like 5 minutes to go from here to like probably to that door. That's how it feels.
Right.
And I just realized, I was like, you know what? I like being around big crowds, but not cluttered big crowds. That shit feels foul.
Yeah.
Super foul.
It's like get robbed.
Shout out to Brandy.
Yeah. Shout out to Brandy. Tag them, let them know.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Brandy? Let me see. VSOP. Is that it? We need a sponsor. You can send us something that's in the mail, or you give us a check. 1 to 2.
Right.
Our Instagrams is right here below.
Right.
So what's y'all goal for the summer?
Ooh.
Oh. Go ahead.
That's a good question. What is my goal for the summer? I'm trying to travel. I really want to make more friends.
Okay.
Well, maybe not make more friends. I just want to do more friend activities. I feel like that I want to go travel more with my friends. Even if it's not somewhere big. Like,
right.
I want to go to Portland. Like, I want to go to, see some states or something.
That's cool. Go to different places for real.
Yeah. It's super cheap if you book it on the right,
So you never been to Portland?
No, I want to go.
I haven't either.
I want to go so bad.
Because I was supposed to go to Portland and Seattle last summer, but I decided to go to San Francisco instead.
Ooh, how was that?
I love San Francisco.
Yeah.
It was just cold as fuck out there. I loved it. It was so good vibes. It was good people. It was it was like in July and it was 62 degrees. And I was like, I went from LA where it was 85 to San Fran, 9 hours away, but and it was like 60 degrees out there. It killed my vibe a little bit. But shout out to San Fran. I love y'all. I love y'all.
Y'all expensive.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's how people get sick going from big differences like that with the weather.
That's true.
Yeah.
I stay away from
when I came from Cali to here, I got sick. I felt like I had pneumonia. I was like, what the fuck?
Then you gotta adjust to the time frame too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, I was in the Navy, so my times, like my sleep schedule was all over the place. So
I was being in the Navy.
I miss that so much.
That's a different question for a different day.
Navy?
No, I went to military school. Man.
Word?
So
how was this? How was this for both of y'all? Shit.
Well, go ahead. You go first. You was in the Navy.
If I had picked better people to get involved with, I would have had a different time. But I wouldn't have stayed in. But I would have had a different time. I think I would have had more fun. Okay. But I definitely wouldn't have stayed in.
Why?
Fuck no. I want my freedom. And them niggas take your time. Your time is your time. I was a CS, so I was a cook. And we had to be there at like 4:30, 3:30. You got to eat. So that means I'm going to be there all motherfucking day, like all day.
Dang. So you get there from let's say 4 a.m. until when? Like, when will you get off?
Shit. Depends when they want to let us off. Sometimes we had to do inspections. We had to clean. They wanted to play around. Sometimes we be there all motherfucking day. And that shit is the worst.
So what's the longest shift you did?
Shit, deployment, we worked 24/7. Like, until we pulled in.
You don't get a break.
You get no break.
You don't get a break either?
No.
Who's going to give a cook a break?
Oh, you're right, though. Where's our food? What do you mean break?
But you know what?
What's up?
It was the heart of the ship, though, because everybody got to eat. You feel me?
Yeah.
So meeting people or talking to people became easier. I met a lot of different type of people.
I bet.
I learned how to communicate. with a lot of different types of people. I think that was the blessing that I learned in the Navy, is how to deal with a lot of different type of people. I think that made my conversation stronger. I feel like I could adapt, or I could learn knowledge, because I met so many different kind of people. It kind of changed my views on a lot of things, like shit I never even thought about. Like,
really?
Yeah.
That's dope. So, like, before you went there, was you always a social person, period? Or when you got there, did it make you more social?
I think it did.
That's awesome.
I never thought about doing a podcast or being on the radio before I joined the Navy. And then I joined the Navy and I started to talk.
What
and
prompted
I was
you?
like, huh?
What prompted you?
The people wanted to talk to me. So I was like, oh, I can make this a thing. Like, you want to talk to me, I want to talk to you. How do I do this? Like, this is pretty cool.
That is cool.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. You know, I got one more question.
Yeah.
What made you want to go to the Navy?
You want the real reason? Or do you want
Give me the real reason, the authentic reason.
I was heartbroken.
Okay.
And I was like, what am I going to do? Like, I couldn't stand it. My heart was so broken. And I was like, I have to do something with my life. So I just was like, I'm going to go to the Navy. Join the Navy. Because I think that my breakup really fucked me up. Because it was like my first real relationship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying it was it worked out. But I don't think people should make decisions off impulses like that. It just was lucky for me that it worked out. You know.
Those impulses are...
Of course.
Ooh.
I'm a very impulsive person.
Well, he just said that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You went through an impulse like that?
No.
Oh.
And I can honestly say I'm scared of people who make decisions off of impulse.
Really?
I'm scared of people like that.
I think they make the best friends.
So y'all probably scared of me then, cause
I make decisions off impulse.
I do too.
I'm a very impulsive person.
I do.
Happy, sad, mad. It don't
Controlled
matter.
impulse?
I mean, I know when it's too much. I'm not like out here like, let's go do crack or something. Like, but I mean, I know better. Like,
Okay, see, that's the difference.
but I feel like people are they overthink everything. Just live your life. You have, from what we know, we have one life. So you better do what you got to do. Sometimes, so what? If you burn some bridges, so what? Sometimes burning bridges is a good thing. That means you can't go back.
Oh, I just reading a post about that. That's so true. It
yeah.
was like, don't burn bridges. I'm like, man, sometimes you got to burn them.
Right.
You can build a new one.
Exactly. Especially them toxic ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, because I done burned some bridges. I used to feel bad for burning bridges. I don't no more. It's like...
Yeah.
I don't.
I feel you.
If the energy's not there, it's not there.
Yeah, what's meant to be will be mine, so... But that don't mean you just go around fucking shit
No,
up.
okay. No, I'm not.
saying.
I'm not reckless. Kinda. That's dope, though. I'm glad that experience, period, though, for the Navy, like, you know...
Yeah, it's cool.
Break you out your shell, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. It's cool. It's cool talking to people.
Yeah, I bet. What helped me break out my shell, honestly, was like college in a way. Because in high school, I talked to people, but not as much. But when I got to college, I was like away from home and everything, around different people. And I just started talking to people. Like you said, people started talking to me. I was like, whoa, you want to talk to me?
Yeah, it's like, what?
What? Okay. I think this being around people, period, is like what helped me break out my shell. You know, and then throughout that job, I started traveling. And traveling is a huge thing.
Definitely.
Ooh, like when you say you've been all over to Africa and all these different places, I'm like, okay, this explains.
Yeah.
Because that experience, it just...
It gives you no other option but to. I just stuttered like 12 times.
I do it all the
there.
time. It's
But...
cool.
Yeah. I don't want nobody making fun of me because I was just stuttering. Don't blame me.
It's cool. Listen, I am the professional stutterer. I can't even say it. I'm the stutterer. Shout out to the great Ash.
Hi, Ashley.
So, Calvin, do you make decisions off impulse?
I try to make calculated decisions.
Boo. Boo.
I mean, I make some decisions off of impulse, but most of my decisions are planned.
You got to have a balance, man.
So
go do what you do. Don't think about it.
I'll get into it eventually, but for right now,
life is not that serious.
Organization is key for me.
Yeah, as long as you're not robbing no banks or nothing.
Well, if he's plotting to do that, that's why he said that.
Right. Don't tell him I told you.
That's cool. So when you mean about like calculating your decisions, like do you like to sit back for like a while before making a decision, or like?
I'm very I observe a lot. So before I make a decision, I'll do a lot of research. I'll ask around before I do
Really?
anything.
That's just too much work. I'm just gonna do it. Fuck it.
Yeah, you ever have the point you just did it? Just said, screw
You've
it?
never just did it?
Well, military school was to just do it.
Oh, let's get back on that. How was that?
Military school for me was a different experience. I had never been away from home. So for me to go to the military school, it was a good experience, but it was a bad experience because during the first few months, my parents didn't explain why they wanted me to go to the military school. So in a sense, I felt a sort of betrayal.
So they just sent you off.
It was that bad?
It was mid-July. My dad confronted me. I was outside playing basketball, and he said, "Come here." So I walked to the back of the Scion, and he said, so there's this opportunity that I want you to think about. I wasn't thinking anything of it. He said, "It's in Virginia." I was like, "Okay, what's up?" He was like, "It's a military school." So, of course, I started asking questions. I said, "Can you wear your regular clothes? Can you have a phone?" He said, "No, you got to wear your uniform. You can't have a phone." I said, "So what is it?" He said, "It's a uniform, and then there's a PT uniform." And immediately I said no. Of course I said no.
All right.
And he told me it was going to be a family decision. And he said, "Think about it." So I actually did think about it. I wanted to see the better perspective of the situation, but I didn't see fit to go because I went to Horizon Science Academy my freshman and sophomore year. And I didn't do too well because there was 8 classes and most of my teachers were Turkish. So I didn't understand them.
Turkish?
Yeah, it's weird. They were Turkish and they transferred me to Shaw.
Oh.
I maintained a 4.5 there. Made up for everything, and then you sent me to a military school. So I was confused, first off. I was doing bad, and when I started doing better, they sent me away. So I was like, okay, did I fuck up?
So you was doing too good?
I don't know.
I would have been sick.
Like, that didn't
You're doing
make sense.
too good. We're going to transfer you to military school.
It didn't make sense to me. So when they sent me, after 2 weeks, I was losing my mind. So they sent me home on psych leave.
So you was on there for 2 weeks?
No, I was down there. When I first got there, I was down there for 2 weeks. And I got so sick, they sent me home on psych leave because I was talking to a counselor and I was telling him what was going on. I had some mixed emotions about my family and what was going on. When I got home, the 2 weeks went by. It was around Christmas time. So I had to leave after Christmas, which did not make the situation any better. And when I got back, we sat down in a room and it was my parents and the counselors. And they said I could come back and leave when I wanted to, or I could just stay and stick it out. So I stayed and I stuck it out. For the first month, I called my parents trying to convince them to let me come home. It didn't work. What got me through is I found the weight room. When I found the weight room, things got a lot easier because I could channel my anger and my feelings toward weightlifting. And that's where I found my family.
Oh,
because every day I was working out for about a week. And then after that week, 11 different kids every day would ask me to train them. And that's how I got through the whole experience.
That's because you found something.
Yeah. So after that, it took off from there. Because after the first month or two, I wasn't doing too good in my classes because of the situation. But once I found the weight room, my grades cleared up.
Really? So that's like your release or your like an outlet for you or something?
Yes. When I don't have a clear head, when I'm going down a bad path, working out is my outlet.
That's dope.
Either working out or writing poetry.
Damn.
One of those.
So you went through a quite experience right there, bro.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's actually what brought me out of my shell. Because when I got there, I'm an introvert. I don't talk much. I sit back, I observe. I'm the quiet person in the room. I've been kicked out of crowds because I'm so quiet and it's uncomfortable.
Hold on, you've been kicked out of crowds?
Yes.
Can elaborate on that.
You know when it's say it's a group of people and it's about 10 of us, and then you have that one person that's just quiet.
Yeah.
They kicked you out for being quiet?
And everybody's drinking, and then at a sudden moment, everybody glances over and says, "What's wrong with you? Why are you so quiet?"
Why were you so quiet?
I'm the listener in the room. Like I don't speak much, but I listen to what everybody has to say.
Were you shy?
Yes, very.
Oh.
Very shy. My parents called me the human camera because I remember practically everything. Like I took a test for my memory.
Yeah.
And I tested 99.
So you got like a photographic memory?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So after that, the military is truly what brought me out of my shell.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's quite some experience, bro.
Right.
So
especially when it comes from your own family.
Yeah.
That's where it started.
So they pretty much decided for you, like, you're going to military, and that was the end of it? The military school?
Yeah, my dad told me it was a family decision, but when it came time to go,
I'm sorry.
he was like, get in the car. I'm like, you said it was a family decision.
Oh, no. It was like a movie then, like, come on, get in the car, we leave it today. Like,
yeah.
what you mean?
Damn.
Like he told me we was going to talk about it, so we would go out as a family and
Right.
sit down and talk about it. And he led me to think that it was a family decision, but the real was,
Right.
okay, if you get accepted, because every 1 out of 100 get accepted to this school.
Really?
I got a free scholarship.
Okay.
Now, my problem was the way he delivered it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you would have told me, I want you to take advantage of this opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Every 1 out of 100 get accepted. If you get accepted, I want you to go. That's fine.
Right.
You told me the truth. I understand. I'm uncomfortable with it, but I do want to take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
But because he lied and let me on for a whole month and a half, I was just like, you don't want me or something?
Damn.
Like, did I mess up?
That's sad.
Like, I don't do drugs.
Right.
So what's the problem?
Does that still bother you?
Till this day, no. I actually, about 2 or 3 weeks to a month ago, I thanked them for it. Because if it wasn't for them to send me there, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I wouldn't have the attitude. I wouldn't have the mindset.
Well, that's good.
It wouldn't be the same.
Just better communication, like we were talking about.
Yeah. Parents.
Parents are really bad at, well, at least.
It's the gap.
Yeah.
It's the gap. But parents, no. They're stuck in how they were raised.
I think that my mom and I have really good communication now.
Mm-hmm.
They're like best friends. Sometimes you just gotta tell your parent how it is. You know,
Honestly.
some people can't do that, but that's a part of growing up. Because even your family can be a hot mess. So.
That's true. That's what I did. I expressed how I felt to my parents. We had like a really good communication throughout my childhood, the whole journey, honestly. I'm that person. I'm just going to tell y'all, I don't want to be here. You know what I mean? I went to Lutheran High School East. I'm pretty sure you know where that is. Mm-hmm. I went there and I was like, I was just miserable there. I hated there. And I told them, I don't like it here. They said, give it one more year. They gave it 1 more year and then they let me go to Brush and my life changed.
Yeah.
And I'm just so glad that they was open to doing that.
That's good. We need a lot more parents like that out here.
Yeah, because shit. Luther East was, I don't even claim that school. I'm surprised I said that on this podcast. But that's dope, though. I'm glad you went through that experience, though, at the end of the day, though, because it helped you break out your shell, for real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, how long was you at military school, though? Like a few months, a few weeks?
It's weird how it happened. I went for a year.
Oh, okay.
And the flip side of this is when they first sent me, it's funny how emotions work. When they first sent me, I was mad at them. Once I found the weight room, I found a sense of peace and I started to become happy. And I didn't call them. Mm-hmm. So after we were done arguing, I didn't call them for about a 3-month stretch. And they got scared and said, oh, he hates me. It wasn't that I hate you. It's just that I found a sense of peace and I was comfortable with it. After I called them, my mom called me and she was crying. And she was like, are we okay? And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, I know we lied and I know we didn't say the right things. And we told you something and it wasn't. But are we okay? I said, yeah, I'm fine. I'm happy now.
That's good.
So.
That's good.
Yeah. After my junior year, I went back to Shaw High School. But the funny thing is I wanted them to send me back. And they didn't. And then I got mad at them for not sending me back.
You know what? You ungrateful. You know that? You are ungrateful. They take your ass out, and now you want to go back.
I want to go back.
At the end of it, I started to love it. I didn't want to leave that place.
Why do you tell them?
Right.
I did.
Oh, okay.
They didn't believe me.
Oh, I got you.
When I wanted to go back, they didn't believe me. They said, no, you can just stay here. I was fine with it. I wasn't mad at them, but it was kind of conflicting because you wanted me to go there, and those 2 years were free. Like, they weren't paying tuition or anything. So I didn't understand why you wouldn't let me go back.
Right. So where was military school at?
Fort Union, Virginia.
Oh,
About
so
an
you was
hour.
out the state.
Oh, it was, man, this place was like in the middle of nowhere, and people have tried to escape for some reason. Like, they've tried to run out and run away. It's like
What?
50 miles of just road, so you cannot run from them.
Where
and then they
the
have their
hell were you
cross-country
at?
people go get you.
What the heck? That
I
sounds
was about
crazy as
Sound
hell.
like
I was
jail
about
a little bit.
When I went to fucking
You
A school,
You're in gates. Like, yeah, they have you in a gate.
what?
Yeah, you were in a gate.
That's
Like, it was,
crazy.
like,
When I went to A school in Virginia, we didn't have none of that shit.
What's A school?
It's when they teach you your job. They taught me,
Mm-hmm.
basic cooking shit to get me by.
Oh, I got you.
And it was like the Air Force and the Marines and the Navy. We was all there on that.
Wow.
It was hot as fuck. I hated Virginia.
did you like the early part? Waking
No.
up early?
I got used to it. You get used to it.
That
You
was
get
my
over
favorite.
it.
That was my favorite part.
You quit crying about it. You can't do shit about it. Get your ass up.
They had us running 12 miles every morning.
Y'all, you got to
I was not doing that.
They,
No, I'm saying.
they had
Shit.
the platoon run. They would wake us up at like 3 or 4 and have us
Damn.
run 12 miles as a platoon. Like, it was
That's-
Bravo, Alpha, and then
Oh,
it was,
that's
Wow.
That's different.
Did this teach you discipline?
that's
they
the part,
teach y'all discipline?
Oh my God, that's the part I loved about it.
Okay.
The discipline and the structure, that's what I loved about it. That was my favorite part of the military school.
You asking the wrong one. I didn't listen. So. You asking the wrong one.
You broke all the rules.
Oh yeah.
Use the
Any
one-
rule I could. Nails, everything,
Yeah,
anything.
you can have. Oh, obviously, yeah.
I didn't have to listen. I was a first lieutenant. I didn't have to listen. I
A
was
first
the one giving the
lieutenant?
order. Yeah.
You was giving orders.
Yes.
How you get that position?
I did what I was supposed to do.
Oh, so you went there and you.
After
Followed
I
the rules.
got through that stage, I buckled down
Okay.
and I started doing everything.
I respect you.
Like when it came to like, the inspection, they check your shoes, check the alignment on your belt and your shirt. I never got an infraction.
No,
I'm
not
proud of
this
you.
one. Nope. Sorry.
So, did you ever get in trouble there? Like ever? Like,
Me?
Yeah.
Is that a question?
Okay.
Yeah. Pride.
Hey, you know what? Hey.
And then Navy was college for me. So there you go. That sums it up.
Okay.
I was like, people. Like I just I was all over the place. Structure wise, I don't know. I don't think I had that much structure. I mean, I had to follow the rules, of course, but I'm going to do what I want to do at the end of the day. Period. That's always the type of person I've always been since I was little. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do.
real.
So I might, try to work with you, but Kennedy's going to do what she wants to do. And I'm not going to lie to anybody about that.
That's real.
Yeah.
Stay true to who you are, honestly.
Yeah. But I mean, that bites you in the ass. I'm not going to lie. So I've learned to humble myself, but I'm still going to do what I want to do.
So how do you humble yourself while doing what you still want to do?
It's like, okay, I'm not going to do it this time, but I got you. I'm going to do it next time. Like, okay, but don't expect this all the
So
time.
it's like you balance it in a way, pretty
yeah,
much? Okay.
yeah. I pick and choose when I want to act up.
Okay. I'm going to act up, but not
okay.
today.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Yeah.
Later I'm going to do what
Like,
I want to do.
I don't like this
That's
one. Yeah.
And that's the best way to do it, though, 'cause that's staying true to who you are at the same time while, I guess, balancing with the humble part.
Yeah.
Like, so what's your definition of humble?
That's a good question.
For either one of y'all. I'm curious because, honestly, I hear that word a lot, and I don't really get what it means. Well, I get the definition. But,
I think that for me, it's like my shit don't stink. Like, I can't sit here and act like I'm this when I'm not. You feel me? I've done things that aren't forgivable, or in some people's eyes, I've fucked up too.
Right.
So you can't be riding on a high horse in this world. That's what humble means to me. You just got to take a step back and realize, oh, I'm human too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really not sure what the definition is myself.
No, your own personal. I just want to know. Yeah. What about you?
Even when I'm up, remembering where I came from. So even when I'm doing good in life, it's learning how to keep my head down. And knowing that if I come across somebody who isn't at the same peak as where I'm at, knowing I've been there and not seeing myself as better than them, but treating everybody as an equal.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
That's what being humble to me means.
That's pretty much my definition too.
Here we go.
It's
Staying
like
low when you are high.
Yep. We all, it's like at the end of the day, we all cover different situations in life. I get it, but
Right.
we're still all human.
Hey, we
At the
all
end of the
gonna
day,
be 6 feet under one day.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, that's why I really, try not to judge people too much. I still do. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'll be on social media judging people every day.
Of course. I'm the screenshot queen. Like,
Right.
I do,
so
but I still understand that
you
we're
just
all
gotta
one.
be careful. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's all.
true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Dang, can y'all throw a question out there or something?
Let's get back to the communication topic
Yeah,
we were
I was about to
supposed
say,
to
we
be
all on
talking
topic,
about.
so.
Talking about, yeah.
That was communication part right there.
Communication. How do you feel about communication in relationships? We might as well start there.
I'm gonna let Calvin. He's a guru with this stuff.
No, I'm
He's
not.
the guru
Oh,
every
my
time.
God.
Let me hear.
Yeah,
Go
let's hear
ahead,
him.
go ahead.
He's the guru.
Spit some knowledge to me real
Go
quick.
for it.
About relationships?
Communication.
Well, relationships are just in general.
However you want to go.
Well, I'll start with relationships. With relationships, communication is, it's
Do you have a partner?
It's different. Yes. And it's different because communication can be frustrating for some people. There's a lot of people.
I don't see why it's so hard.
There's a lot of people who can communicate very effectively. And then there are those people who have all these bottled up feelings. And when they do try to communicate, it doesn't come out the right way.
Yeah, but my thing is, why do I have to babysit your insecurities? If you can't talk, then don't talk to me. I'm not about to teach you how to have a conversation with me, period. That's the thing in relationships. People is always looking for somebody that I need help, or if you love me the right way, then this happens. Love yourself. Talk, learn that stuff before you come to me. You feel me? I'm not saying you have to have everything together, but basic things, I shouldn't tell you how to have a conversation with me. Done. Period. No. Bye. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna deal with the disrespect. I'm not gonna deal with the yelling. I'm not gonna deal with none of that shit. Period. Because all that shit is toxic as fuck. If you better talk to me how you talk to your mama, and you don't talk to your mama like that.
I'm sorry.
Period. Not gonna fucking happen.
I said that in the post of mine. That's a fact.
That is a fact.
That's a fact.
No.
That's the first thing that should be asked. How do you treat your mama?
Exactly.
That's the first thing.
So why would you ask somebody that? We really like to observe that in a way, because they can just lie and say, "I treat her good." I mean,
no, because eventually you're gonna meet the mama and you're gonna see what he does.
Yeah.
So if you ask him and he lies, that just says more about him than anything.
Or
that's
her.
true. Yeah,
Or her.
that's true. I agree.
I mean, that's really the problem. A lot of people ignore the red flags
Why is that? Why do you think they ignore the red flags?
because they fall in love with the potential of the relationship.
Of course, the idea or
Yeah, like that's the common
some
mistake.
people don't love themselves enough, so they're like, I can accept this. It's okay.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people expect somebody to know them better than they know themselves.
And that's sick.
Ooh.
That
How am I supposed to know
is
you
sick.
more than you know yourself?
It's
What kind
easier
of
to-
logic is that?
It's easier to run than to face what you're going through.
So you think
That don't got shit to do with me.
I was about to say.
What that got to do with me?
I was about to say.
No, that's what a lot of people do. Like
Shit.
a lot of people will focus on everybody else but themselves. It's easier to do that.
Of course,
Yeah,
but
that's
that's
true.
sick.
That's true. That's true.
It is
I'm
sick.
ruthless. I'm like, fuck everybody. Not fuck everybody, but hey, I'm worried about myself mainly, to be honest. You got to get yourself together first, I feel.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to be stingy.
Yeah, you do. You got
To an extent, though.
Yeah.
Some people take it overboard.
I'm
Like,
stingy
calm
with
down.
my personal time.
I don't know.
Like my
I'm not
alone
stingy with
time,
my personal time.
I'm
It
stingy.
depends. If I don't know. Am I?
Are you?
No.
Like
Do you
time
feel
to
like you
yourself.
No. I think
Okay.
I meet a lot of random people and spend time with them. I do.
Okay.
But that's how I
cool.
get to know people.
Right.
So
Right.
I met some really good friends from, Tinder or like random shit like that. You can't do that shit out here, but I'm talking about when I lived in California.
It's different vibe.
I stay out.
Yeah. But maybe I should be more stingy with my time. I don't know.
I mean,
I
it's
think
a
it's
balance.
just I gotta find the balance.
For me, it's peace, because when I'm around certain people, I can easily become drained dealing with people with a different energy.
Yeah, but you could be drained just dealing with yourself, your thoughts.
I agree. Sometimes your thoughts get so cluttered.
Exactly.
I gotta say, I've never been there before.
What?
Really?
I've tired of myself and my thoughts.
Tired of yourself and your thoughts.
I've never been there before.
Oh man.
Wow.
I'm not the one to overthink. I usually maintain a clear head most of the time.
Oh, you're a good one.
Right.
You're a good one.
Well, that doesn't just come from just me in general. Like I meditate a lot.
Okay.
Like, I meditate a lot.
That shit's hard.
Like the first 3 hours of my day when I first wake up is strictly meditation. Like I don't talk to anybody before a certain time.
Not me.
And if you bring some trash to my phone, I'm not talking to you.
So when it comes to meditation, how do you meditate? Everybody meditates differently.
Mm-hmm.
The same way it's taught. You sit in a position and you breathe.
I'm
and you
not
listen to
doing
your
that.
breathing.
See, I meditate differently though
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen to certain speeches, and I'll listen to mental development speeches.
Right,
but most of the time, for the first hour, I try to just wake up in silence. Turn my phone off.
Okay, I was about to say that. Okay.
Because that's honestly a problem right nowadays. A lot of people wake up and the first thing they reach for is their phone. Like what I try to do is when I wake up, I don't touch my phone for the first hour. I don't want to check to see who's texted me, who's called me.
Right.
I do.
I just woke up.
I look at my phone. I ain't gonna lie. Do I text everybody back immediately? No, but I do. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm
as
gonna
soon as
look
I
at my
wake
phone.
up, I look at it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I try not to, but
I feel like it's just me taking charge.
I feel like it's just not that big of a deal. Look at my phone. I know I got shit to do. Gonna keep it moving, you know?
Right.
If I try to force myself not to look at my phone, I'm gonna want to look at my phone.
like, don't look.
Right. It'd be 10 minutes gone by, like, oh shit. Like, no.
We're almost an hour in.
Yeah. All you're gonna
true.
be doing is thinking about what's on your phone. You feel me?
It's a learned behavior. It took me some time to wake up and not think about my phone. It took some time. Like I'm learning to put my phone on the other side of the room and go to sleep.
I do that when I'm mad and I need to calm down. That's
Like,
the only
'cause
time I would do that.
When you're
They've
mad.
Yeah.
They made a valid point. Like people are falling asleep with their phones right by their head.
Really? Oh, you know what?
People going to
put it in my
sleep and their
pillow.
phone is right there, or it's literally in arm's reach. Like I'm learning to fall asleep with my phone on the mantle on the other side of the room.
Really? I should try that. But I'm like so attached
Trust
to my
me,
phone.
it's hard because there's a lot of codependency on phones.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not that dependent on my phone. I went on deployment. I couldn't use my phone. I know
that's where it
I don't
came
know.
from.
I
for
have
me.
my phone because I have nothing else to do. But if
Right.
am I doing something? Of course you're not gonna be worried about your phone. You feel me?
So you can have your phone deployment? You can have nothing? Or
You can have your phone, but ain't no service. I'm in the middle of the ocean.
I don't know what this is. Look here.
You can have your
That's-
phone because you're gonna go out on land and all that other shit, but you're in the middle of the ocean with no service.
That's how I got
Wow,
used
so that's
to
what
it.
deployment is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I
I
got
spent
used to
7
it.
months on a ship.
Really? With no phone?
I lived on the ship. I had a phone, but you can't like
Can't do
use it in
much.
other countries. Like
You have
that
no
shit.
Wi-Fi?
I mean, yeah, we went to hotels and got Wi-Fi,
okay,
but we
okay.
weren't there. Like
Oh,
we'll be
yeah.
out to sea 30 days. Then we'll go somewhere for 4 days. Out for 30 days. Like it really just depends. Like,
Wow.
we'll have we can get on Facebook or check internet. Sometimes that shit not it won't work. Like it really just
So
depends.
you pretty much
Write
just had time
letters.
just to go check your social media, and that was it. Just
No, I couldn't check my social media really at all.
Oh, shit.
Only when I went into port and stuff.
Yeah. I would have
Sound like
made
you're
it.
at a loss for words.
Boot
man.
camp, I didn't have my phone at all.
Really? Oh, yeah, boot camp. Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't have their phones.
But
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
That was the
Probably
fun
so.
part.
You need this charger block?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can. Yeah, hold on, y'all. Hold on. We need to move your cup real quick, bro.
Boot camp that's the fun part for me.
Boot camp was the fun part.
Oh my goodness.
Hold
that
on,
was the fun
y'all.
part.
I gained hella weight in boot camp.
Hold on.
All I did.
Hold on. Let's get it. Hold on. You probably gotta move it.
Flip it.
We're going through a journey real quick. Hold on.
Flip
Hold
it.
on.
Y'all. I'm doing the most.
We're almost there.
Okay.
All right.
Better.
This been charging. Let me know if it started charging. Hold on.
Is it charged?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's charging.
There we
We back.
There we go.
But that's good though. I feel like personally, when I was in high school, my parents gave me two options. They was like, you either going to college or the military. It was no such thing as getting a job. They was like, no, it's one of the two. And I was like, all right, I'm going to the military. I'm going to Marines and everything. And then it hit me. I didn't enlist, but I actually went and signed on to get more information. And the guy was calling me every.
They come to your house.
Yeah, he was like, I'll come visit you today. I'm like, let's meet up. I was like, I just started panicking. I was like, I don't want
he came to my house and was like, "What's up?"
They
like,
manipulate you with
they don't play.
They
Like,
get you.
They get you.
They get you.
They
with
snatch
that.
you up.
No, they really do. And then the only thing that changed my mind was, I don't know. Someone just told me like, bruh, just try college. If college don't work, the military.
I wish I would have did it the other way around. I wish I tried college first and then the military, because if you go in the Navy you could be an officer. Like, it's a whole bunch of different avenues when you have college credits first. So, or I should have did the reserves first, but
reserves.
Yeah, it's a 1 weekend out the month type shit.
Really, that's all it is.
Yeah, you gotta go to boot camp and stuff.
Yeah.
I think for people, I think you should go all the way. But if you're looking for a little military, to help you have that military background, because that shit sets you apart from a lot of people getting jobs and benefits and stuff.
Yeah.
So I would suggest the reserves, definitely. I suggest the military.
That's dope.
I don't suggest you stay. I suggest you go in and get the fuck out. That's what the military is for me. Unless you have like a family.
Okay, so I know a lot of people actually want to. They're not doing it obviously, but they're doing like this 20-year career thing.
Yeah, if you have a family, you make.
That sounds like my uncle. Yeah,
that's what he do.
Yeah, he's been in there his whole life.
Really?
Like he just.
People
retired.
are really like that. I just think that my dreams are bigger than the military. Some people's dreams are the military, and that's super fucking dope. But not this one.
Retired from the military at 56. Like he just got out of the military a few years ago.
Oh, so he retired from it. He actually did a whole 20+ years. Now.
Yeah,
that's good.
I barely saw my uncle for the first. I'm 25. I barely saw him all the way up until about 21. Like he was gone most of the time.
Right? Yeah. Damn. Well, he said. Now I heard when you do that full 20 years, you get the full benefits and everything.
Yeah, like you're set after that.
I salute y'all, because they would have threw me out. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, sorry.
It's not as hard as you think.
Yeah.
It's really not.
Really?
It's not.
I feel like that basic training is what would have got me, though.
That shit's easy as fuck.
Oh.
You know, I still don't know.
It's not all it's talked up to be.
Bro, that shit's easy.
It's not.
Are you kidding?
They barely.
Do you see me? I'm this big.
Hey,
I still can't swim.
you still can't swim?
No.
Did they throw you out in the water?
They threw us
They're
in
not
this
as
thing and
tough
said
as they
float.
say they
You better
are.
learn how to float. They don't teach you how to swim, because if you fall off the ship, you're done. 9 times out of 10, we're not gonna find you, or you're gonna get sucked up under the bitch. So I don't know what to tell you. It's no point in teaching you something that ain't gonna work.
That's true.
Right.
Shit.
Why don't black people know how to swim? You know how to swim?
You know what?
Yeah.
You know why?
Okay,
I think that black people don't know how to swim. Somebody told me, because there was not a lot of pools in the inner city, or they don't go to camps and stuff. Like they don't have the luxury of going to camps and like, because I went to camp, but a lot of people that I know that are African American have not gone to camping, or like camping in the summertime, or like shit like that.
I think it's because I was just talking to Ashley about swimming. She said she went to camp and she still know how to swim. Ashley, did you go to camp? See, prime example. So
Yeah.
I really want to know. Black people know how to swim.
I'm curious too. Like, what's up with black people not know how to swim?
funny.
It's on my hair right here. You think I'm about to put a cap on this?
I'm sorry.
Are we scared of water or something?
Shoot, we was taking on some fucking boats and
We
shit.
should know from that though.
Shit, they was probably like, what the fuck is this? Like, they probably woke up like, help.
I really don't
Like, if
get
we
it.
can't feel the flow, we don't get in or something? Like, what's up with that?
It's a question I need to know. I went to camp with a lot of people. I was like one of probably the only few people that knew how to swim. Everybody else is like, ooh, I don't get in the water. They got like permission slips to not get into the water.
Of course, black people don't swim. Black people. You want to know something?
What's
And
up?
this isn't funny. In the Navy, you know, if you don't pass your swim test, you get kicked out. And there's like the swim people who don't know how to swim category. They keep making you take your test till you pass, or they'll kick you out. And it was nothing. Black. That's all it was. It was black, one Asian maybe.
Yeah.
One white, but blacks. So.
You probably got a little PTSD from water, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's not in our blood.
Yep.
That's
Damn.
sad.
Well, we got to get together.
I'm going to teach my kids how to swim.
Yeah, man. Because I went to Florida and I couldn't swim. My dad was like, "Oh hell no."
Usually they put you in early.
What, swim classes?
My mom tried to
I got
put me
mine
in
in
swim
first grade.
classes. I said
That's what
no,
I'm saying.
thanks.
Usually they don't let you decide. They just put you in the swim classes.
My mom put me and my sister in swim class, and that didn't work out for me. I did not like that. I said nah.
So you still can't swim to this day?
No.
So if somebody's to put you out in the water.
And I'm going to be pissed because I can't swim.
So can you float though?
I could float, but I'm going to be pissed about it.
So you
They taught us some like really weird shit too. Like you got to open up your jacket and put water in it and hold it. I'm like, who about to kill me? Fuck it. I'm not about to sit here and do all that. Like, no. I can't swim.
I learned to swim the hard way.
How you learn?
Nigga, they threw me in the pool and said swim.
Oh, they did the traditional black way.
That's traumatizing.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
traumatizing.
I'm
My
not doing that to
uncle
my kids.
Told me
That's
to come
fucked
here.
up.
He told me to come here and hand him a ball. He grabbed me and threw me in the deep end and said, "You better figure it out."
Figure it out. That'd give me some kind of trauma.
Nope.
I learned how to swim underwater before I did on top of water.
Really?
Like that's how I
I don't
survived. That's
even
how I
know
survived
how
that whole thing.
I don't know.
I don't know how I learned. I just know my dad threw me in swim classes,
my nose itches.
and I learned, and that was it. And I swam like for 10 years, like literally. I was swimming every year.
I'm teaching my kids to swim. They're not gonna be like
How
them
you
black
gonna
folks.
teach them?
I'm about to drop them off. I'm be like, bye, see you later. Shit. Whoever I marry better teach them. They better know how to swim because my black ass don't, and I don't plan on learning.
Hey, I don't blame you.
I'm good on that.
I think we should learn. You never know what might happen.
I'm scared I'm gonna drown.
Really?
I'm scared of that, and
should-
I'm
you
scared
should
I'm
start-
gonna
So
catch
do
on
you
fire.
like keep your distance away from water because you don't know how to swim?
If it's yes,
you do.
you think I be in like lakes or something? No,
Like so, if you go to the beach, you don't get in the water.
no. You get in the beach water?
Like even if you are in the shallow end,
I
you don't
might,
get in the
you
water?
know, put my toes in there or something. I'm scared. Somebody got to be next to me. I'm scared. Like the ocean, all that shit's scary.
Now,
like,
the ocean is a little scary. I swim in it, but it is because that water is like natural. It's like, you know, they say Mother Nature would take you over.
This she gonna
It'll
swallow
suck
your
you
ass
under.
up, and then it's not gonna be me.
Yeah, like if
Swimming in the beach compared to the pool is totally different.
you don't understand how to work with the current, you're done.
Exactly,
You're
and
done.
I don't know how to do that, so I'm not gonna pretend. I'm not going out there with no floaties. You not gonna coat. You not come on. I got nope. Cause if you drowning, who gonna save me? No.
You're right, though.
My brother went through something like that. He was with my friends. I didn't go. They were at Edgewater, and one of the guys that he was teaching how to swim somehow just found his way out like deep into the ocean, and he's out there drowning.
Mm-hmm.
So first Connor went. He started losing his grip.
Right.
Then his brother Cameron went after him. They came back in. Roy couldn't swim, so my brother went out there. Now my brother got to him, but on the way back, my brother almost drowned trying to save his life.
Damn. He good now, though?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I say long as he good, but yeah,
Yeah,
you know.
but nah, he
Swimming-
almost drowned. Like
Yeah.
he was traumatized by it for a while. Like he could swim, but holding him and trying to get in, it messed him up.
Swimming is serious, though, man. I find that's one thing we should know, though, man.
It's a good
Swimming.
workout, man.
I find that's one of my core values.
I like how we went from swimming to communication.
I told you it's gonna hop around.
Yep.
Communication and
Yeah.
swimming. Hey, our people need to hear this. Y'all niggas need to learn how to swim.
Learn, teach your kids how to swim. Okay, please.
You never know, man. It might be God forbid, it might be a hurricane or
Right.
something. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Hey, and we be doomed.
Better learn how to swim.
That's
Tsunami come in, we all did.
how they gonna wipe us out right there. Hey, let's get to. I can't even say the word.
I'm gonna learn how to swim one day.
Okay.
Y'all just made me change my mind.
You
When is
will.
one day?
How was I in the Navy and didn't learn how to swim?
I was wondering the same exact
but
thing.
it's not like
When
they
is one
teach you
day,
how to
though?
swim though.
When is one day?
One
like
day.
10
when
years,
is one
15
day?
years from now. Recent.
I gotta find somebody I trust. I don't know. I'm scared.
Go to a swimming instructor.
No.
No.
I'm scared. I think that's one of the only things I'm really, really scared of.
Swimming?
Yes.
So that's your biggest fear?
It's not bad.
And getting like
You couldn't have been
in a
traumatized
fire
more
or
than I
something.
was.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, or getting buried alive. Ooh.
Woo!
Oh, that just
Lord,
that
Lord,
that's,
Lord.
Documentation. If I
That
pass
just
away
sounds-
years from now,
You
whatever.
guys seen?
that sounds gruesome.
Embalm me. Make sure I'm dead.
Listen, you guys seen
That's awful.
Kill Bill? You know when she was alive in that casket,
Yeah, I know what you're
bro. I would be like, for real?
Alive in a casket.
Yeah. That's some sick.
It's like
that's
laying
sick.
in your grave and getting
That's
dirt
sick.
thrown on
That's
you.
really sick.
If I'm
And
alive
you
in a
just can't
casket,
do nothing.
because oh man, you was right. Because you
And then you just sitting there coughing.
You're gonna suffocate.
Yeah, like you just sitting there coughing, gasping for air, and the more you breathe,
That's
the
a
more
terrible
you
way to
suck
die.
in. Like,
Yes.
it sounds horrible.
It sounds fucking terrible. Are you kidding me?
not funny. But just think, somebody out there right now is landing in a coffin alive. believe it or
Stop!
not.
Don't say that.
No,
Bruh.
seriously.
Let me say a
Chill.
prayer. Jesus.
What is you? What is you out?
I'm being honest though.
Yo.
Y'all talking
Man,
about? Let's
listen.
be real. This
Yeah?
stuff is happening actively.
Did you
now.
guys hear about that man that threw that little kid off at the mall out the
What?
window?
Where?
Where?
It was this African man. I don't remember where. Mall of America, wherever the fuck Mall of America.
I read
is.
an article about it. I saw it with a
Yes,
headline.
and he threw that kid out that window or something. I gotta really look it up, but I read that and that shit made me sick. He said he always wanted to kill somebody,
What?
so he just was like,
And the kid died.
Just to see how
"Yeah,
I
threw
feel.
it out the window."
I just kind of hope the kid didn't die. But dang, that's.
You've always wanted to kill somebody.
People are sick, bro.
People
That's-
are.
That's
I can't even count on that
Beyonce.
too much.
That
Yeah.
Cleveland story about them beating that girl who, that little boy, he peed on the couch or whatever, and they beat him to death. The mom and
That's not funny,
and the
but-
stepdad.
But what?
Yeah.
What's going on out here? So he peed on the couch, and they. You know, I heard a lot of crazy stories.
they got
lately.
some issues if they beat them.
This is why I don't try to watch the news because of that reason. Because what you're saying,
That's why I
Yeah.
don't watch the news.
Cause it's sick.
it's like every time I watch the news,
It messes you up.
it messes
Shoot,
me
that
up.
should be on Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. Them
Yeah.
shooting that shit, and like, you know, when Nipsey Hussle died, they were throwing that video around. I'm like, that's so disrespectful.
I
like,
had to
I'm
stay-
not
I had
trying to
stay
sit
off
here.
social media because
Yeah,
of that.
like I'm not
That
trying to
was
sit here and
messing me
see
up.
a man
True.
get killed. Like, I'm sorry, that's just so crazy to me.
Rest in peace, and Nipsey.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right.
that I did. That's honestly when I saw that video of them doing CPR, I kind of knew he was, dead. For me, working in the medical
Yeah,
field,
got
yeah,
shot in the chest and the
How
head.
is working in the medical field?
it's interesting. HIPAA, but it's interesting. HIPAA article. It's interesting. I mean, dealing with different people and everything, and I'm seeing different things. It can really actually help me grow as a person. Of
Yeah.
course, I'm helping other people, get better and everything, but it actually helps me look from a different lens because there's people out here going through some serious shit right now.
That builds a lot of character.
Yeah, such as financial issues, health issues. It's a lot, and it makes you look at your life like,
The
Different.
stuff you deal with.
Like, I want to be a social worker. I couldn't,
oh, that'd be good. That'd be good.
that's hard though.
I know a lot. They love their jobs too. I know a lot of social workers. It's not even hard. It's
But I
just-
want to work with foster care and 696 kids.
Really?
Like, I want to get my hands dirty. I
Oh,
want to
that's dope.
save all the little babies in the world.
You should go for it. My aunt, she do social work and she love it honestly. So
Yeah,
you should go.
I'm gonna
for
try it. It's hard. Takes a toll on you.
Yeah, that's why I tell people you want to work in the medical with people. Be ready for that toll it's gonna take on you.
My brother's girlfriend's a social worker.
And it's probably hard
It's
too,
exha-
relationship
it's
wise.
exhausting. It's exhausting. You got to learn how to separate yourself from your clients because you learn so much about them.
Yeah.
You actually develop a relationship with them, so you got to learn how to separate yourself,
Yeah.
or it'll just take a toll on you.
They say don't bring work home, and that's what will happen. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
Not
will
if you have a good partner though. Got
Yeah.
good communication.
right.
That's true.
I think that's how I am with my next relationship. I want to have really good communication.
That's key, honestly. That makes everything
If you
feel.
don't have that, you don't have much
Yeah,
at all.
definitely. As we're getting older and actually living our purpose,
Yeah.
I know we always been living our purpose. I get, but what I mean, now that we can see it and living it, it's best to have that communication part right there.
Yeah.
Without that, it's just I mean, anyway, it's gonna be shit going on through it, but
of course,
it really just be whole bunch of hoopla.
That's the first thing I try to look at.
Communication.
Before I actually like try to talk to somebody.
Not me.
I see it.
Are you cute?
I see how they communicate.
That's what she looking at.
The first thing I look at is
as shallow as it is, I'm like,
I see how I watch how you talk.
What you got going on over there?
I listen to you talk before I talk to you.
So what you do?
I listen to you talk before I talk to you.
So you go on dates a lot there. Oh, or is that like your key to me or somebody going on dates? You know, dates, honestly, I feel like dates is fake sometimes.
Well, no, dates
are fun.
They fun.
I love dates. It's just like an interview.
Really?
It's like,
yeah.
I just get to talk about me. And you get to talk about you.
That's true.
And it's fun. It gives you communication skills. Dating somebody or going on a date doesn't mean you have to be with them.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of a trial and error for you both.
Sometimes I look at it as like a facade sometimes.
That's true, because you got to put on a show.
Yeah.
Got to make yourself look nice.
Be yourself. Stop it.
But I think that I'm myself. I can't help it.
I believe it. I believe it.
I'm a very, very goofy, free-spirited person.
Oh, I got something in here.
What's up?
So,
what got you on that free spirit path? Have you always been a free-spirited person?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's dope. It took me like a few years to find my like free-spirited side.
I don't know. I've always been wild. I don't know. I've been wild. God.
That's dope. Does that feel good to be wild?
No.
It doesn't?
No. Not sometimes. When it works out. A lot of times it don't. So it's kind of like,
sounds like it has
I gotta have to
cons.
find. Yeah.
Okay.
My thing is I have to find my balance in being wild and when to sit down. You know, I think I'm learning that now.
Okay.
Then no. There was no boundaries for me.
But I feel like right now is the best time to do that, though.
Yeah.
In our
I'll
20s,
be chilling.
you know, yeah.
Yeah.
I read for this time. I ain't trying to say do some crazy shit. Go rob a bank like you said
Like,
earlier.
don't be out here doing crack and stuff.
I mean, right now we're trying to find yourself, so it would be the time to do it.
I feel like right now it's time to take high risk.
Experimental, like
Yeah.
people.
Like,
Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys a
still trying to
question.
go for
I'm gonna
it.
ask y'all a real question.
25, he's still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask y'all a real question. Okay.
What's up?
And men get mad, like
We're
when you ask them.
open-minded.
Oh, no, keep
Yeah.
it real. Keep it real.
Like, do you guys experiment? Like, do guys go through a phase where they, you know, are interested or confused about other guys? Like some girls, you know, a lot of girls be like, you know, they're willing to try it. Like, is that a thing for, do you, like, you know?
Me personally, no.
No?
I've never
You always
got that.
knew?
Yeah, I always knew.
So that's not like a thing?
Yeah, no, not for me. When I was a little kid, I always just instantly been just attracted to the ladies instantly. I never even had that thought of experimenting, honestly. But anybody out there that does, you know, hey, fuck it, go for it.
Right.
But yeah.
No. I've never thought about that, but I've known people who had a trouble with their euphoria. I've seen it before. I've watched it happen.
Good word.
Like I think
Really good
I
word.
honestly think
That's the word of the day, y'all.
I honestly think when people have like a question of their gender, it has to do with their upbringing.
Really?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Not parents wise, but if you're not molded in the right way, there can be a sense of questioning whether you're supposed to be a man or a woman, depending on your surroundings.
A man or a woman, or liking men or women? I think that
That's a good question, too.
a lot of people nowadays, women, mostly. I'm not going to say most. How do I put this without? I don't know. I'm going to just say it.
Kinda.
Some people turn to the opposite sex when something happens to them.
It's safer.
Yeah. I mean, the same sex, not the opposite sex. Yeah.
It's safer.
Like, a lot of girls will get their heart broken, then they'll date a girl, which is weird to me.
Oh, dang. I wish I would have recorded it. I talked about that for about an hour before.
Yeah.
I didn't post it because it was just like
Why do you, it's too sensitive?
certain subjects that I talk about are very sensitive.
But you got to throw them out there,
like,
though.
I have a lot
Yeah,
of...
but
You
until
have
I
to.
do like research and stuff, I'm not about to just say, I don't know. I just don't want to offend nobody. So until I get my facts straight, I'm gonna.
I thought you should have said anyway.
I talk
Yeah.
about
You made me the facts.
I talk
That's
about
true.
a lot of touchy subjects, but I don't post them.
Y'all got to
I
post
like
that shit.
I like touchy subjects, but
Yeah.
it just depends on what kind of touchy.
Like one of the touchy subjects I did was right and wrong between men and women.
Boo.
That whole argument.
Boo.
That whole argument.
I'm not gonna play. I gotta drink.
I did it.
Oh,
I talked about that whole argument.
Why is there a difference?
No, not a difference. The argument about how it's always the blame about the man doing most wrong and the women doing most wrong. Mm-hmm. I actually sat down and talked about it for an hour and a half.
So what'd you come up with?
Explaining, well, there really is no percentage of who does what more. Like men cheat more than women. It's no percentage.
Yeah,
there is no right or wrong, but there is.
Could you take a cheater back though?
If you're blind, yeah.
Huh? Blind?
You don't gotta be blind.
Blind to love, yeah. If you love somebody so much that you can't let go of what they've shown you, that's blind.
I've done it before.
I don't think so.
Multiple times, actually.
Yeah. I have been the cheater and how do you say it?
Cheater and I don't know. Both.
I've been on both ends. I feel like people do make mistakes, but I don't know.
In cheating?
Yeah.
Cheating's not a mistake. That's a conscious decision.
I think that people make mistakes. Now, listen. Listen. I'm not going to play with you.
Holla at me for a second. You said it was a mistake, but how do you...
Not a mistake. It's like...
How do you cheat mistakenly?
Okay, not the action itself is a mistake. Okay, wait. How do I put this? Fuck. It's like, you know how you go out to eat and you buy something and then you're like, ooh, I want to taste that. But I got this.
Right.
So it's like, ooh, I'm going to taste this. And then it's like I don't know. Sometimes you're just not making right decisions. Sometimes you think you want something, then you get it and it's not it. And, I'm not saying you go out here and cheat. It's really it's all about what you can accept. Would I say that I would never take somebody that cheated on me back? That would be a lie because I have. Mm-hmm. And I've had people take me back. So, I mean, it just depends on the circumstances.
I've
really.
Done it, but I wouldn't say it's a good idea.
I think that people can learn and grow from anything. But it just depends on the two people. Because say, for instance, okay, I cheat and you take me back, but you're still upset with me about cheating, we might as well not be together because we can't grow if you keep bringing it up. Once you take me back, you accepted what happened, and I expect you to move on. And if you can't, I'm going to leave you because it's not about like...
That comes with talking first, right?
Of course.
Okay.
If it's still an issue and you can't move past it, then what's the fuck is the point?
Right.
You feel me?
I agree.
That's exhausting, honestly. When somebody takes you back and they say, okay, I'm done with it, but leading up to that point, you still can see actions saying they're not done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And every time you get into a fight, they throw it in your face. This is like, I thought you said you were done with that.
That's true. I feel like a lot of people, they don't get to the root of it, though. They get to the surface of it. It's the
hacking at the leaves.
Between the surface and the root. It's a big difference, honestly. Like, you can bet, okay, I'm going to try to go over time. But no, are you really, you know what I mean? Have you really dealt with this issue within a relationship? I went there multiple times.
We talked about that a lot.
I missed that whole thing. Just to let y'all know, I don't cheat anymore. I feel like people are gonna be like, "Oh, this bitch is." I do not do that. I just had to throw that out there.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I do got a question.
Yes.
Because I've never cheated, but when you cheat, do you know you're gonna cheat, or is it just something unexpected? Because you know when you're gonna cheat on somebody.
I personally did.
I knew. I felt it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
But are you one of those people who said, if you're gonna cheat on me, just break up with me first? Because that sounds.
Cheat on me, break up. So the other
most
people tell me that.
Most people say, okay, if we're gonna do this and you know you're gonna cheat, just leave me. Like before you cheat, break up with me.
Okay, so a lot of people tell me that. But I haven't did.
I'd rather you break up. I'd rather you be straightforward.
Well, I don't really know that far in advance, but if I know that far in advance, then that's shitty. Yeah, I should probably break up with you. But if I'm in a situation, I'm like, damn.
In the process, when you're in a relationship, say you've been in it for, okay, let's be drastic about it, 3 years, and you meet this guy and it's going good, things are getting heated. Like, would you cheat and leave it alone and go back to a relationship, or would you just say, all right, look, I feel like I'm about to cheat. I'm really feeling.
I just never knew that far in advance to be able to make that decision.
Yeah, that's
if I feel like I'm gonna cheat from that far in advance, then I'm gonna just break up with you. if I know, if I like have an opportunity not to hurt your feelings, I'm not gonna hurt your feelings.
Okay.
I wasn't like a premeditated cheater.
Like, I'm plotting.
Yeah, like, let me text you, delete it real quick. Oh, well.
I think it's a split decision.
Yeah.
Because right before you cheat, there is that decision.
So let me pull out my phone like, hey, done. Let's go.
I mean,
like, no.
You have moments before you cheat. Like, there are moments, you know.
I'm not thinking about, if I'm about to cheat, I'm not thinking really about you probably. I'm probably in my head like, oh.
If you cheat, most likely you thinking, man or woman, I hope he really lay one on me, or I'm about to lay one on this dude. Like, you have those meditated thoughts that you sit there.
Yeah, but I think about like, I'll be like, ooh, that, person's cute, or you know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here like, I'm gonna fuck him. Like, I feel like if you think that way, then why are you in a relationship? Like,
Sorry.
It leads to that though.
No, it's human nature to be attracted to other people. That doesn't mean you're
100%.
gonna cheat.
Yeah, no matter
you
what.
think I'm gonna? Let's be
They say
real.
that. They
If
say
Beyonce
that.
walked in here and I'm in a relationship, I'm cheating. Like, period. Like, what are you saying? What?
So you are like
What?
pre-cheating. You are. No,
Wait a minute.
That's different. It's Beyonce. If you don't let me cheat on you with Beyonce, you don't love me.
Oh my. All right, Kdawg.
Oh, no.
That don't count. That don't count.
Y'all hear that? Hey, y'all.
I mean, I don't know.
Beyonce, hit me up. I got you.
How you feel about that, bro?
You never looked at a woman and you think looking at a woman and like, wow, I would have relations with her. You think that's cheating?
No. I know there comes a certain point where you just need to draw the line for yourself. Like,
of course.
If we're in a relationship and you got this dude you call brother or sister, or he's just a close friend and y'all becoming cool. Leading up to the point of cheating, you know when things are starting to get a little intense.
Yeah.
Like, you know when things are starting to speed up a little bit.
But that's the premeditated cheating I'm talking about.
Moment. That's when things start to get intense.
Yeah.
It's not premeditated.
I guess I've never been in that situation where
you know when things are going to get intense.
No, I've met
like when you're sitting there and y'all looking at each other and you just in a room drinking, watching a movie.
Yeah.
And you start breathing heavy.
So you thinking about texting your girlfriend at that very moment that you're about like to break up. That's what's on your mind right now.
No, I've never been in that situation where I've thought about cheating. But if I was...
You've never thought about cheating?
No, hell no.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Be real. You've never thought about cheating? That is human nature.
It's not human nature to cheat. So, that's just lack of self-control for me.
Have you ever broke up with somebody then went and messed with somebody else?
I'm not saying you cheat, but you never thought like, damn.
I've thought about actually pursuing a relationship with somebody.
That's cheating though.
The thought of pursuing a relationship?
If you're with somebody and you're thought of pursuing a relationship, that's like a form that's like...
Ooh, that's deeper than cheating, I feel.
Exactly. You trying to be with me?
The thought of a relationship is just getting to know them, not actually being with them.
No. Really?
You feel that's more cheating than having sex with somebody?
Yes.
Or having sexual thoughts?
Because people nowadays, not saying me, can fuck somebody and stop talking to them and it be whatever. Now, I'm not saying it's acceptable, but if I'm over here thinking about a relationship with you, then I might as well dip, my nigga. Like, what you mean? Like, why would I have a relationship with... Why would I think about... A relationship is long term. Fucking is 2 seconds. So,
I feel it's deeper than that.
What?
Ooh, this is two good views.
Okay. Do we got time for this subject?
We got hella time, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you mean? Like,
it's unlimited.
The subject sex for me is totally different.
oh, you're one of those, like, not saying one of those, because I get what you're saying. Sex means something to you, which is beautiful. Sex means something to me too.
No,
but
to me, when you have sex with somebody, no matter if it means anything to you or not, you're still giving that person a part of you.
Of course, but if you're having a relationship with somebody, you're giving your time to them. You feel me? A relationship is meeting your family. It's meeting your friends.
That's always wasted, though.
It's you coming over and you leaving. There's a difference.
When you keep going back, that's not leaving.
I'm not saying all that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying strictly one time, whatever. I think that I could accept that over having a full-blown thinking about being with somebody.
So you don't get to know anybody once you're in a relationship?
No.
On a personal level,
I'm getting to know you before we get together.
Like, even when you're together, you don't have new people that you just get to know. You know you're not going to go.
I do. Like, get to know, like, friendship-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? How is that cheating? I meant, like, you said relationship, like, getting to know somebody relationship-wise. I think that's cheating.
I mean, there are people that I will look at and say, hey, I kind of like what I see. Yeah, I could do a relationship. But I would never pursue that. I've had the thought. Okay. I'm not gonna lie about that. I've had the thought I like what I see. I will pursue a relationship.
Right.
But there's never, I'm gonna go approach her, get her number, and talk to her. No, I've never done that.
But you had a thought though.
The thought, yes, I have.
I thought you.
There we go. That's human nature right there.
Yeah, at first I thought you said you just didn't.
How have you not have the thought?
Oh no, I've had the thought of talking to somebody else.
I don't believe it. Okay.
Do I pursue it? No.
Okay, I understand that. So
like
you never even try to dibble or dab with just a little bit? Just let me just.
You haven't tried to test the waters.
Test the waters, yes. Let me just see.
I test the waters, but I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. Again,
I stopped doing that.
How was that experience of testing the waters?
Testing the waters,
messy.
It goes bad for me.
It goes messy.
It goes bad.
It doesn't ever go good.
Never.
It goes bad.
It's just bad.
Like I had one girl that I did that with. I was just testing the waters just to see who she was. Mm-hmm. And it was cool. She was down to earth. It's a white girl. She was cool.
What?
After a while, yeah, she was a white girl.
I'm sorry.
She was down to earth.
I'm about to put my glasses up on that one.
But when I tell you this girl was out of control.
I just need you to pause real quick. How was that?
Talking to her?
Dating a white woman.
I didn't date her. I was just testing.
Or how was talking to a white woman?
She was easygoing.
Really?
But when it came to that sex subject, she had a lot of stuff going on. Like she had a lot of. No, I'm talking about like clingy as hell. Like
clingy sex.
Like she got to be touching me every 2 seconds.
Oh, ew.
Like
she like to touch you.
Don't get me wrong. I cuddle.
Okay.
But I like my.
I just having a conversation with somebody about cuddling.
Like I
like
my.
So cute.
I like my personal space. She was one of those people. If we sit down watching a movie,
I'm gonna want to touch you. Is that weird?
No, like the whole time.
What you mean?
We just friends.
I know. I don't get what he's saying. I understand.
The whole time. I mean, both legs over one of my legs, laying on my chest with her arms like this, watching a movie.
I dealt with that a lot, definitely in high school, man.
That sounds like really high school-ish.
Yeah.
It's still now.
I like to cuddle though.
It was still cute. Now. Like I just stopped talking to her 2 years ago.
Just stopped 2 years ago. I thought I said 2 months ago. He said 2 years ago.
No, 2 years because I wanted to be friends with her. Don't get me wrong. Cool person. We connected. But I still wanted to be friends.
Mm-hmm.
Did you communicate that with her?
But she was not. Yeah, but she was just one of those girls to say, I've never had this connection with anybody. I can't just be a friend. I was like, okay, then we can't be friends.
You cuddle with your friends?
No.
See, I can get in that conversation a lot. You can't. It's not that you can't. Everybody's different. You can't.
I don't cuddle with any of my friends.
You can't do this stuff with them.
That ends bad when I cuddle with my friends.
Okay. It'll always end off bad.
I don't cuddle with my friends.
You can attest to this. I've been a cocky dude all my life. So me cuddling with my friends does not end well. It does not end well.
I'm not about to cuddle with my friends.
And a lot of people
especially
that say they're my friends, a lot of people that say they're my friends that are girls
wanna fuck?
End up wanting to fuck. Or
it's always like that.
Or they end up falling.
Why don't you do it?
For what?
Because they already broke that barrier with you, so you might as well go in.
No. No.
So stupid.
Like, we're friends.
You know what? I'm agree with that one. Low key. I'm be like, you know what? We're not about to be friends, so fuck it.
YOLO. You know what I mean? It's like, after that, it's never going to be right ever
It really
again.
just depends. Because if you're my friend, I probably don't want to fuck with you anyways. So.
I let her make the choice most of the time. That didn't end too well.
She did make the choice. She wanted to.
She said, "What's up?"
Yeah, and you was like,
and you said no.
Oh my gosh.
She might still think about that.
I like when people tell me what's up. I like the initiative, and you know what? As a woman, I'm like that too. I come up to you, I'm like, "What's up?" But
hold on, go ahead. I got a question. You.
I try to keep it, like I be trying to let people make the first move. But if you taking too long, I'll be like.
You don't find too many of those. You don't find too many that's just straightforward like that.
The dude up or whoever up just like, so what's up?
Yeah.
Really? Have you ever got like
then you're not intimidated by it, dude.
Not denied, but just like, no, I'm cool, or just
only when they want to be with me.
Oh, then they feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. That messes everything.
It do.
Right there.
Yeah.
You be like,
but I like that control. And so, but the thing is, like, when it comes to men, a lot of men don't like women who are very
dominant.
Women who take control.
I don't want to do it too much. I feel like sometimes I could take the masculinity.
Shit.
So you enjoy that?
If a woman wants to take control, to me, that's saying I'm not gonna let nobody just walk all over me. So if you okay, say I'm talking to you, and I may not feel it's talking you the wrong way, but if you feel it's out of line, you immediately check me about what I'm saying. If a woman takes control, to me, I think that's barking down the right tree.
It is. You don't want nobody that's too submissive.
Like, and that's why black guys date white women.
What?
Because they're more submissive.
What?
I don't discriminate at all. Just let y'all know.
Because they're more submissive. I've heard it.
White women are more submissive.
They're less argumentative.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say.
What did you think I was saying?
Gonna say black women submissive.
Oh, black women not submissive.
No, that's
some
why.
are.
Some, but majority of it dominant.
You ever saw those memes about white girls taking
black men?
Yeah. From a black woman?
Yeah.
It's because they're more submissive.
Black guys are controlling. Some men are really, really controlling and want to be able to dominate. Yeah.
I don't want to put us out there, but black guys don't like dealing with somebody who got a mouth, who like to talk.
I don't think I have a mouth. I think I can have a mouth. I think I learned my balance. I don't bite my tongue for nobody, period. But
see, black guys don't like that.
But why though?
I don't know.
Pride. See, I like that personally.
Yeah.
I'll go tit for tat.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
To me, when a woman pop off, okay. To me,
but it's a difference
on.
though, because women could be extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you go over it, it's like, all right, you exhausted me now. Yeah. I gotta leave.
But you know when they're going over though.
Mm-hmm.
But no, for me, yeah, I like a woman who will speak up.
I'm definitely a speak up.
I don't
woman.
Those women who just sit back and are just quiet, they don't say much.
It's just
okay, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that don't sit well with me.
Like, come on,
like, do something. Say something.
Yeah,
that's true.
I can't do that.
That's true. Yeah, I couldn't.
Can't do that.
Yeah, I personally couldn't have somebody that's too submissive because.
Okay, be real.
It won't be no fun.
You dated a white woman before?
No, I mean
I'm glad.
I talked to one, but I haven't dated one. You know what I mean?
I've never dated a white woman.
I've talked to a white woman.
How'd that go?
We are not talking. You know what? I love white people. Okay. I do. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not going to see. I don't want nobody to be like, that's just not my preference, not my thing. Uh-huh. But I did talk to a white man before, and that was nice. It was just nice. That's all I could say. He's nice.
Was it easy going?
Nice? It was just, I was like, damn, can I say nigga? He was probably one of the nicest men that has ever taken me out. Ever.
So is he too nice?
Too nice.
Oh, okay. So why do you want a guy that's too nice? You think you can run over him or what?
Yes. I have met women and men. I have met that I could just
You did the
I can have a very strong personality.
No.
And it's easier for some people to let me just
So what's too nice?
It's
treating you right.
It's like, no. Too nice is when I'm treating you wrong and you're like, okay, that's too nice.
So when he's controlled? Like
if I'm making all the decisions, if you're just following my lead, it's not really that fun.
Oh no, that's not too nice. That's something else.
That's too much.
Yeah, I don't know about it. I didn't think he was talking about all that.
I think that's called wit.
I want you to be a little bit of an asshole towards me too.
I told y'all. Listen, females like assholes a little bit.
I'm an asshole.
I keep telling that. I keep telling.
It just depends on the woman because I'm a dickhead, and I want you to be a dickhead to me
Not
back,
too much,
but
but a
not
little
like
bit.
me. Yeah.
So
I want to play like, you know, I want to play, you know, a little game with you. Sometimes you piss me off. I want to, you know.
So why is it, and I've had this a lot, when I tell the truth, I'm an asshole.
That's just because the person is sensitive or don't want to accept the truth.
That's just from a lot of people that I talk to.
People don't want to hear the truth.
When I
It's
tell
the truth,
them the
though.
truth, I'm an asshole.
I'm known as a likable asshole, so it is what it is at this point.
Being an asshole is a very good trait.
Yeah, it is.
My mom hates it. Like, I'll willingly admit I'm an asshole. Completely.
I'm an asshole.
And she'll be like, why are you claiming that? I was like, what's wrong with it?
You are who you are. What's your sign?
Libra.
Me too.
It's lit.
What's your sign?
Sag.
Ooh.
Screw y'all.
No heart.
I can't discriminate. I got a few
have
Sagittarius friends.
No hearts. I will never date a Sagittarius again.
I've never
I wouldn't
came
say
across
never.
a Sag. I've never came
Bro,
across a
my
Sag
little
before.
sister's Sagittarius. She's mean as fuck.
I've dated.
We're just straight to the point.
No,
was your
y'all
signs
be
you
like,
dated?
nope, don't give a fuck.
Just a little ruthless.
So what was the signs y'all dated?
I don't know, man.
Pisces was the worst one.
Gemini.
I love Gemini.
I agree with that.
I hate
agree
Pisces,
with that.
bro.
Pisces are annoying.
That's why
Crybaby
they
ass.
I've dated a Gemini and I've dated a Leo.
I don't like Leos.
don't
I like
Leos.
Virgos and I like Geminis. I love Geminis to death.
I got along really well with the
And I love
Gemini that
Virgos.
I talk to.
Geminis are the best.
The great actress of Gemini.
Yes, she is.
I've never had any problems with those, but the Pisces, man.
See, I don't know about this horoscope stuff. Every time people come
I'm
to this
learning.
podcast,
Look,
they always talk
next
about it.
podcast, I'm going to spit some knowledge
Go
to you.
for it.
I'm
me
working
too.
on it. I'm working on it.
You know about this
I want to
stuff?
make sure my facts are all straight because I have like this app
About
on my, 2 apps on my phone.
horoscopes?
Yeah. If you go called CoStar, y'all should download it. It's really dope. You put in your date of birth and when you were born and shit, and they connect all the dots for you, and they give you like a horoscope for different parts of your life, and it's super dope.
I think I saw that. Is it about numbers?
No. Just
Oh, the one-
download CoStar. And then you can add people, your friends, and they'll mix and match your fucking shit together.
The
It's
one
really
I
cool.
used.
See, horoscopes.
It was dealing with it. I don't follow horoscopes. I'm not gonna lie.
I do.
I don't.
Some people follow them so much. It's like every time, like I ain't gonna say a name on here, but they follow them to the point that they live their life by 'em.
But the thing is, some people need something to believe in.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
everybody believes in God, but if
Yeah.
everybody believes in something,
Yeah.
it gives people a reason.
Right.
Because if you in this world with no reason, that's when you start acting up.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I think that those are good placeholders, you know, because not everybody believes in God and all that other extra stuff. So, you know, it just gives people a reason to be a good person.
Calvin got something to say every time he do that. I'm sorry.
No,
What's up?
No, it's not. I wasn't disputing it. It's just I've dealt with a lot of people who had no.
No beliefs?
Yeah.
They had
Bro.
No, that's just
That shit's
They was
sick.
just. It was just like
yeah.
the feather in the wind. Like they were just everywhere.
Don't mess with people that don't got shit to lose, bro.
No, seriously.
I've
Seriously.
watched. I wasn't close to him, but I've watched it because he went to my church, and he was.
Huh, he went to your church, but didn't have nothing to live for or believe in.
A lot of people do that,
He
though.
went.
Really? Wow.
Like
go to-
it's Catholic schools and shit, gotta go to church. They don't be believing this shit.
Man, listen, you're very naive. You
Enlighten me
think
on
people
this.
go to church?
I mean, I
just,
believe
some
that.
people, okay. Some people go to church for dating. Some people go to church for talk. Some people go to church just for networking.
Church
Like,
is
not everybody
a good
goes to
come up.
church. just
People
to go
make
to
a lot of
church.
money.
She said a lot
And then
of
some-
money.
They
And
do.
then- And then
These
some people
corrupt
go to church
churches
because of tithing
Be
reasons.
be taking them donations. They be driving them nice ass cars.
I know a few churches is doing that actively right now in
Exactly.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Exactly. Like church is so corrupt.
Some people just they tithe just because of what they've heard about it, and then they'll leave. They'll tithe and leave.
I like church.
I like the
Depends.
vibe. My favorite church has been Toledo, and they didn't ask for no money really. They just asked
For
just,
your
just our
time.
time, just to come for 45 minutes.
My favorite church is on on Pierce.
Okay.
I mean, not on Pierce, but in that West Park area. You know where the Steak and Shake is?
Where?
In the West Park, where Barrio, what's that stuff called?
Is that by Marks?
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, by Kim's Corner.
Yeah. Okay.
If you go up a little bit, it's a little church right there.
Really? It's like a small community?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so
Those
cute.
are the best ones, too. The small community churches are always, it's better connection.
Yeah.
Rather than like those big mega churches. Nothing against y'all mega churches out there, but rather than those big ass
I'm not
mega
going
churches.
to a mega church.
It's not that I don't like those. Just,
I
it's
don't.
not my vibe.
What's the point of
It's
a
too
mega
much
church?
gimme.
Yeah.
Gimme.
We need 10% of your paycheck.
Right.
Like,
If you
what?
just donate all of your money.
Hey, we just need a small fee. How much, Pastor?
You
All
do
your
have
money?
those churches that pry a lot.
What on the congregation's
Tithing.
money?
Like on the tithing, like they'll boldly ask.
Mm-hmm.
We ask that you dig deep and give a lot more than you usually would.
Like, I can barely maintain myself. Why am I gonna give y'all this money?
Man,
The Lord. Last night I had a dream. The Lord told me to bring y'all this money. See,
They be playing.
Yeah, they be scheming.
I had a dream that I had a new car. How y'all gonna help me get it? That's how they be. Like, they be trying to finesse the fuck out of people.
Some churches do, and that's why when it comes to religion, it's a very touchy subject. But that's why when it comes to religion, a lot of people have mixed emotions about it.
I love talking about religion.
I love talking about religion
I'm
too.
not gonna lie.
That's good. I'm glad y'all.
But
do.
does your partner have to believe in God in order for you to date them?
You got to have some type of direction.
Boom.
I won't just date somebody who's searching for something. Like,
But aren't we all searching for something?
I'm not searching for anything anymore. But at some point I was. Like, if you're searching and you're just kind of freelancing and you're going from like Buddhist to Muslim to Levitican to what is it? Jehovah's
Hinduism and all
Witness
that.
to Christian
Oh my God,
to
yeah.
Catholic. I'm gonna stay away from you.
I don't know. I think it should let people figure out what they want to believe in.
Like,
It's
I
just
won't force
different.
anybody to. If you don't believe in the same thing,
Yeah, I agree. I guess
I stay away from
if you
it.
believe in something,
Something's better than nothing. For me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
except for no
Like,
crazy
wholeheartedly
like witchcraft
believe in
shit,
something.
I'm not gonna fuck with you if
You know
you're
what?
making voodoo dolls.
Believe in something. That's what I say.
I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna put that to the
No.
universe. You know, I met somebody not too long ago, and she was telling me like, "Yeah, I do voodoo," and I was like, I had this like weird vibe. I was like, oh, "Okay, you know, I try my heart to be open," and I was like, "Can you talk to me about that?" It's not what you think it is. It's more so of, you know, manifesting things in your life. And the way she explained it actually didn't sound. I'm not, you know, that's not my thing, but. The way she explained it didn't sound bad. It just sounded manifestation.
I'm not even
What
gonna
is it,
hear
though?
that shit.
And
I'm sorry.
I just looked
I
at
don't
her.
want
It's like
none of that voodoo,
it?
voodoo shit.
voodoo.
Oh.
And I couldn't comment. I don't know shit about
I
it,
did
so I didn't
some
comment.
research on Buddhist.
So is that intertwined?
It's no.
Voodoo and Buddhist?
Yeah, they got two different. Buddhist more like
Buddhist
peace and.
is more of
I didn't know Buddhists did voodoo.
Yeah, I never heard that one.
no. They don't do voodoo, but Buddhist is more of developing a sense of mindfulness.
Yeah, I read a lot of Buddhist books, Hinduism, all that books.
Like
I read all
Buddhists,
that.
I think Buddhists do have something they do worship, but the center of their religion is about mindfulness.
Oh.
It is. That's how I learned mindfulness. And I was buying these books, and my family's like, "Are you going Buddhist?" I was like, "No."
Black people do not like
some
when you stray away from their religion. They do not.
What you
fuck-
doing?
Right. Who taught you that? Because it wasn't me. Like,
I was like, "Y'all
real
just reading
quick.
a book about mindfulness." They
Yeah,
know
black
what's
people
up.
be quick to shut that shit down.
I'm reading a book about mindfulness now.
I'm reading a book about bossing my life up. It's called something
Same.
else.
I'm trying to
but
get that level too.
It's for women though.
I read something
That's
like
cool,
that.
though.
I read something like that.
It's just about like dating.
That's cool.
Dating?
I'm trying to read books about wealth now. I'm trying to get into that path. I'm trying to go on the wealth route. If I
Change.
the spiritual route, I'm still reading those books, but I'm not trying to say I mastered it. But I done read so many. I read about 20 spirituality books, some from the Alchemist to the Four Agreements, to all those books that's similar. That it's like, all right, I need to go on another path or align myself to another world. And I'm trying to get to the wealth. I ain't gonna lie. My goal right now is generational wealth. Because I know it's throughout the black community, definitely.
That's a curse for us.
It's a
Yeah.
curse.
That's
I have
a
so
curse.
many plans
What
for
plans
like
you have?
for Cleveland, bro. When I come
Oh,
up,
that's
get
good.
on.
That's good.
I honestly feel like it starts with us,
Yeah.
the generational wealth, because my parents.
But you gotta get up there to do it. It's hard. Like
really
it's
hard.
hard. Like we all the way from the beginning. I want to do the podcast thing, but
Would you say our parents are a little bit more or less ambitious than we are?
my
It's not-
mom's pretty ambitious.
Yeah, it's not even that. My parents grinded
Like
ass
they don't
off.
put
It was different.
boundaries on
It's-
limits
yeah.
of
It was
success.
different,
No.
different generation.
Yeah.
Different
My
generation,
mom
I
is
feel.
hard work, no play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all, let's mix the both. That's the difference.
Right.
Our parents' generation came in a way different time than us.
Yeah, it was harder.
It was harder.
It's hard now,
It's
but
hard
it's
now.
definitely not as hard.
back then?
Yeah.
I think they're
No
just
phones,
struggling.
no
to-
media,
nothing.
no internet. No,
I think they're
no
struggling
but
to
I think
adjust.
it was a beauty of that though too.
It was.
I like going out and meeting
Yeah.
people versus meeting them on social media.
That's the main. You know, to meet people in person now, it's like it's awkward sometimes.
I think it's funny.
I like it, but it's like sometimes. I mean, hey, what's up? They be looking at me like just like a ghost came to them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
I love meeting
whoa.
people.
Yeah.
I'm like, hi.
I'm glad, man. I meet people through social media. That's how people come on this podcast. That's what I use. I use it in a more useful way, though.
It's hard though because people crazy as fuck.
You gotta watch it. I learned that through Uber. Where thankfully nothing crazy happened. But that's a prime example, though. You never know where you gonna meet.
Right.
Man, I've learned a lot through social media.
You do.
I've learned so much.
I
through
think I've
social
learned
media.
more through experiences because I'm so impulsive.
Keep on being impulsive.
Yeah.
I didn't learn more through social media than life, but I've learned a handful through social media.
I learned that in social media, it's all a facade. So
Oh, 100%. They don't even want you to see what they want you to see.
exactly. So there's no depth in that shit for real.
I feel like people
So.
do lose their life over social media, though.
Of course.
You know what? That's
Like
true.
I feel like I won't put a percentage on it, but I feel like a lot of people.
But-
lose their
Large
life
percent.
over this
I'm, cyberbullying. I'm gonna sound like an asshole for saying this, but
What?
how is that real? Get off the computer, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
But cyberbullying.
I see where you.
Remember
coming
when that
from.
whole epidemic thing
Some
just
people-
happened?
Some people take words differently than a lot of people,
It's
and
the
words.
internet.
You know they say words.
I'm not going to comment on this one.
I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to say shit.
I just feel like that.
Some
Sometimes
people
you
take
gotta
stuff a lot more personal.
You gotta toughen the fuck up. The world is ugly,
Yeah,
and if you can't handle
a
being
fact.
on the internet,
that's a fact.
You ain't ready for the real world.
exactly, the world would chew you up and spit you out. But the goal is to try it again and again and again.
The black culture, we don't got to deal with that too much, though.
Yeah.
We walk outside with a damn target on our heads.
That's
so.
true.
I do understand.
It's not
Yeah.
even us, social media, cyber that's affecting us.
Yeah,
Why
So-
do people care so much about what others think?
That's the question you asked
because
last
everybody
time.
wants
Go
to be
ahead.
accepted. Nobody wants to be
That's what he
alone.
said.
Everybody wants to say they want to
Yeah.
be alone, but
Yeah.
no, you don't, because God didn't make it that way.
I think that's one thing that I don't regret is being alone for so long. I know how to be strong without people,
Yeah.
but I do think it can be a downfall sometimes.
Being alone?
Yeah, I do think it can be a downfall sometimes. Getting used to being alone for so long, it actually becomes harder to reach out
Yeah, I
because
think it makes you
you're
weird.
so used to doing. No, I've experienced that. Like
It's
me
weird.
being alone I did things alone by myself for most of my life. I just learned 2 years ago how to ask for help. Like with bills, anything, I don't ask for
I
help.
ask for help if I need to. I've never been afraid to ask for help. Because how the fuck am I supposed to learn? I don't get it.
I didn't ask for help. I needed help.
Maybe
think-
that's
but
more.
not much.
Do you
a
think
male
more
trait.
men?
That's a
yeah.
male. That's a male trait. We all go through that.
Well,
Why though?
That's pride.
It's a
That's just
pride.
pride.
It's pride.
I can
Men
openly
ain't
admit
pride.
that. That's pride.
You know, pride kills a man. Believe it or not.
That's why men can't.
Mentally.
That's why men can't make up their mind about what they want so
Yeah.
early, because women aren't on a clock.
Yeah.
They have a set time where they want to have a kid. They want to have this, and this. Men, if this ain't right, we don't want that.
I have a question that's totally off topic.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
How do you know when a man likes you? I need to know this for me.
When a man likes you.
Yeah.
Oh, for y'all, I say, wait a minute.
Don't trust a man's actions. Don't trust his words, but trust his patterns.
That's a good one.
Man, what?
You can't trust what somebody. You can't trust what
just
somebody
met this
says
nigga.
or what somebody does.
No, he is right, though.
just
You got to
can't.
trust the patterns of things. You can't just trust how somebody acts
Trust
one
what's
day and the
shown.
other day. Yeah.
Okay. That's too broad of a question, I guess.
Like a lot of men, their intentions
How do you get
are different
like
from their motive.
I don't even know how to ask this
Like
question.
if their
Go ahead.
intentions and their
Just say
motives
whatever.
don't line
Men
up.
are confusing. Like I don't know if I don't know when a guy likes me or not. Maybe it's me. I
No,
don't really
no.
know.
That's not you.
That's men.
That's because men's intentions and their motives, they don't line up.
Never.
Like a man's intentions could be something different than their motive.
Bro, what?
So it's just like you
bro.
can't trust what a guy will say or do. You just got to look at it for what it is. You know when a guy.
Is that?
See, it's
You don't know when a guy's faking you
explain it
out?
a different way. You gotta explain it a different way because she's a female. You know, we two different worlds.
I feel like I know when somebody faking me out, but
you gotta explain
know.
it a different way, man. Give it some time, real quick.
I really need to know.
When a guy.
Oh, go ahead. Like, I'm gonna give you a situation.
Go ahead.
Do men like to text? If you text a girl a lot,
No.
are you interested
hate
in
If he,
them?
when he likes you, he doesn't want to text.
That's shitty.
Men find texting very uncomfortable.
Oh,
Like a
hate it.
woman, she can text back in 30 seconds.
So if he's
Men-
texting me, he don't like me?
no.
Because that's what you're telling me right
No,
now.
men are more comfortable with phone conversation than text because text is misconstrued a lot.
So if this nigga's just texting me, then he don't fuck with me. That's
No.
that's all I heard.
he
Me,
didn't say it like
straightforward.
that,
Me, as a man, I'd rather talk to you than text you. Because if you want to talk to me, you'll talk on the phone.
But what if we text like 20, like, you know, when you not bit, like you really be texting me back, like holding real conversation.
Then that's
Is
different.
that a friend zone thing?
It can be.
Ugh.
That definitely can be. But
Not
I
too much.
honestly,
Every
talking
man's different,
on
though.
the phone, it draws the line to a certain point.
And you can feel the emotion. Texting just texting. When you talk to somebody on the phone, you can feel in their voice, are they genuine or not?
Do you take 30 minutes to respond to a simple text from a girl?
What if
All
it's
the
not 30
time.
minutes though? What if
No.
it's like instant?
Then that's different.
I do instant, like probably.
No, like
sometimes.
instant conversation, like going on for like an hour straight, like
Depending
real.
on the conversation, depends on the response from a man.
All right, okay.
Every man's different though. He may be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like talking. I hate texting.
I'm a horrible texter.
Me too.
Bottom line.
Y'all not giving me no hope right now. I want y'all to know that.
You should call him.
I would
Thanks.
call him.
Why would you call him?
If he does not answer the phone,
Cause he don't call me. What the fuck?
Tell him, hey.
if you want to know, you got to call him. If he
Well-
answers the phone, that tells. If a man answers the phone to talk to you, that tells you a lot.
So just call randomly.
Yeah.
What's the problem with calling?
Cause
Is
what if
your
you're
pride
busy?
in the way?
If he's
Yes.
busy, he won't
See?
answer.
I'm prideful
See, you gotta break it.
because you don't answer my call. I'm blocking you.
What?
That is the type of woman I am.
He-
Oh, okay.
You got to call. You got to call.
I don't know.
You got. It takes.
I'ma think about
It
that
takes
one.
a lot for a guy to talk on the phone, especially if you just started talking and you call him and he answers. It's a different story. But if you call him when y'all first start talking, he does not answer.
That's sick. I don't even want to think about
That's
that.
telling you something.
You should try it after.
But
this.
if he
Call
answers,
call.
if he answers, there's something there.
Yeah,
It's
real.
it's something there.
Hey,
if he answers.
definitely on the first ring.
Because I
If I call, what if
I'm
I've got nothing to
definitely-
say? I'm just calling. I'm just trying to see if you'll answer.
No, be real. I just was
Just
we just had a
talk.
podcast and I don't see when you was gonna answer or not. He like, oh yeah, what's up?
Oh, I'm gonna try that.
Try it. It's gonna
Okay.
be awkward, but fuck it. You
I'm
gotta
like,
break
hi. Hi, how are you?
it. So you don't talk on the phone?
I do, but I've been
which
single
one
for
is
a minute.
which one is more? You talk on the phone more or you text more?
Oh, you asked me about this person. Oh, we just text 24/7.
How long you been not trying to be?
Oh, we just kind of exchanged numbers maybe about a week ago. But I've known this person for a while. But we lost contact though.
Oh, now I have a lot to talk about then.
What's writing the phone?
I don't know.
Like how long you known them? Like if you
Since
saying more than 5 years.
5th grade, we went to the 8th grade
shit.
dance together.
So what you waiting on?
But then we stopped talking for this amount of time in
So?
life, and now we're just texting. So
Oh, no. I would have called. I definitely would have called.
I'm scared to call
Why are you scared? Like, what's so scary about it?
because he hasn't called me.
That's crazy.
But
how
he
we
did
still-
give me his number though.
That means he wants you to call him.
But we're texting though.
It's like we act
It's
like
not
little
the
kids
same.
still. This is funny. We still act like little kids. Like, you call me. No, you call me. No, you call me.
So I'm supposed to just say fuck it and call and see what happens.
Yeah, you
You
gotta
feel
break
like
it.
the man
Somebody
should
gotta
call
break it.
you?
I would have liked him to call me.
Well, that's him showing initiative. You ain't gonna get that.
So I have to do this.
You said you bold.
I am bold, but I don't like rejection either. So if there's a possibility that I'm gonna get rejected, I don't know. I'm a
nothing
little
wrong
bit
with
more
it.
cautious with it because then I'm gonna be sick because I like this person. So.
I've been rejected before. I've been rejected the harsh way.
What's the harsh way?
I'm about to say, what's the harsh way?
We exchanged numbers, and then like a week later, you start talking to somebody else.
That happens a lot, though.
Yeah.
After we start talking.
Yeah.
So but what's talking though?
Oh, you mother.
What's talking though? Like, if you exchange numbers, then I'm automatically supposed to just talk to you, or what? If that's not established.
No, like she had already had thoughts about dating this guy.
Oh, and it's just so she was just giving her number to be a hoe.
It was. This girl was 32 too, so it's 32. Just like, yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's so somebody's mama.
Yeah.
It was just like
kids?
No.
Okay.
It was just like
that sounds unhappy.
If you
stop it.
I thought about it. It was just
32
like
with no kids.
You gave me your number and you was already thinking about talking to this guy. Why didn't you just tell me that straight up? I confronted her about it, and she couldn't say nothing. She just said, "I'm sorry, it was unexpected." No, it wasn't unexpected. You known this dude for most of your childhood and most of leading up to now. Mm-hmm. You could have just told me straightforward no.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard though. Niggas don't. That nigga the dude that shot that girl for not giving her number, shot her in the stomach.
I saw something
in Cleveland.
Guys don't like.
Did you see that guy who shot himself in the mouth because his girl left him?
I can't do that.
What is going on in the world?
This wasn't recent. This was maybe 5 years ago. The girl broke up with him, and you could tell because he was trying to hug her and grab her and not let her get on the elevator. She was pushing him off. Once she got on the elevator and it closed, he took his gun out, turned it, put it in his mouth, and shot himself.
I don't want no love like that.
It was all on camera. It was ridiculous.
I've experienced toxic love, but that sounds crazy.
I'm grateful I haven't experienced toxic love yet.
That's a different subject for a different day.
Is that deep?
It's that deep. It's life changing, bro.
I'm not the one to talk about relationships.
You're not the one.
I'm not. I'll listen to y'all.
I've only been in 2, so
I'm not the one.
I've been in a couple.
I've only been in 2.
I've dated women most of my life.
One real one.
What got you on the path to dating women?
Men don't like me. That's what I thought growing up.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They want to have sex with me, but I don't know. I'm attracted to women.
So women treat you better in a way, or
no? What? It's not about that. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out myself.
Oh, I get you. Okay, so you're on that journey of just
Mm-hmm. Just for me, it's just I don't know. Men don't. I don't know.
I mean, men objectify women a lot, so
it's not even about any of that. It's really not. It's not that I hate men or anything like that. I feel no way towards men. So I mean, they're scary, I guess.
So you right now, sorry to put labels on it. So you label yourself bisexual in a way, or
undecided?
Now I'm undecided.
Don't crucify me for saying that.
But before I was just gay.
Okay.
Now I'm like, I don't know. I guess I never really gave men a chance.
That's why. Like the guy you're talking about right now. You don't want to.
Boo, he don't call me. So he's getting blocked after this.
Did something happen? Or?
What you mean? In my life?
Yeah, for you to just not want to date men. Like, did something happen?
I lost my dad at 14, but I don't think that's the reason.
Or is it just like, it was just a choice?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far yet.
She's on a journey right now.
I'm on my journey.
Yeah. How is that journey going? Is it fun?
How is it?
It's kind of annoying because like I'll text Ashley like, is this okay? And it's kind of like it is, because I feel like I'm 13 years old. You know, when you first meet your crush, it's like, hee hee, that's me. Like, I'm gonna giggle and I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna be nervous because I've never really had a real boyfriend, like dead ass. Like,
wow.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Oh, you got time.
You got time.
I didn't go to prom or none of that shit.
Have fun though. For now, if I were you, just have fun.
I ain't gonna lie. I've never saw the point of prom. I'm not gonna lie.
What? You never went to prom?
I didn't go to prom or homecoming. I didn't do none of them.
I went to an 8th grade dance. That was it.
Okay.
That was fun.
I went to prom twice, a homecoming like 3 times.
Okay, popular.
I enjoyed that shit. I enjoyed it.
I didn't have no friends.
Oh.
I was a bit of a loner in high school.
I had a girlfriend.
So
in high school?
my friends was the baseball team.
I had 2 girlfriends in high school. And then when it was time for me to go to prom, my girlfriend at the time was older than me, and she was like, no. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, how much older was she?
Older. Let's just say that.
What's the oldest you ever talked to somebody? Like, age difference-wise?
Oh, Lord.
27.
Oh, that's not bad. And how old were you?
Young as fuck.
You below 18?
Mm-hmm. I've talked to perverts.
I was about to say pervert.
I've talked to perverts.
All right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. People are perverts.
Well. No comment. No comment. I don't condone any of that.
I don't either. Don't be out here talking to perverts. But when you're young, it's fun.
It is.
It's different. But when you get older, it's like, oh, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the culture, though. Look at Beyonce and Jay-Z. They far as fuck apart in life.
They are. See, but now it's like that they're older. It's like
it's acceptable.
It's acceptable, but just.
What about Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey?
That's weird too.
Was that weird to y'all?
Men are, not as developed as
to me,
women too. So it's kind of like taking advantage, low key.
Yeah.
That's a weird. Like women do that shit too, though.
She took advantage of him.
For real.
Like that didn't make sense to me.
She's like, oh, you're a young guy. I'm about to take advantage.
Got 2 kids out of that nigga.
That's real.
That's real. Communication. What a great
topic.
topic.
Oh, Ashley doing her hands.
Yeah. It's time for us to wrap it up.
What time is it? 9. It's 9 p.m. How long you been on the air for?
2 hours.
We just been going. Okay, well look, I got one more question for y'all to wrap this up then. Mm-hmm. What's your goal for the week?
I'm going to try to get my podcast shit together. At least I'm going to lay out a plan. I think I'm ready. I'm going to try to find, if anybody wants to be or want me to be their co-host or they want to be a co-host, we can work it out. I really don't want to do the journey alone. So I'm going to go ahead and sit on that one. I think it'll be fun. I have so many plans, man. Visuals, going into the city, like doing community work. It's not just, a podcast. I want it to be greater than that. Yep. So, yeah. And I guess I'm going to call. That's my goal for the week, is to call and see what happens.
After this show, you should do it.
No.
It's 9:00. The nigga at home relaxing right now, most likely, or chilling. So,
yeah.
Give him a call.
Yeah, I guess I'll give him a call.
Then if he don't pick up,
I'll let y'all know next time what happened.
Okay, for sure. What about you? What's your goal for the week?
This Sunday I plan on launching my business.
Be on the lookout.
I wrote up some stuff about my past experiences, and I've written out itineraries I have different subjects. Like I wrote out an itinerary for pain, fear, family issues.
That's a good topic.
Miscommunication, close proximity.
Our own toxic traits is a good conversation.
Home. Like I have an itinerary for all of it, and I wrote it out. I talked to my pastor about it because that's honestly where I want to start. And they agreed to actually put it in the church. And if it works out as planned, they call other churches, and I just kind of network that way.
Okay, then.
That's what we did, bro.
Let me know, yeah.
And
congratulations.
Thank you.
Go ahead, promote it.
With this, the podcast, my plan also with that is to start in the church, because my pastor is highly involved with the schools like Oxford and Monticello Middle School. So I'm going to use him to get my podcast in the schools. And I'm going to use the church as a platform to get adults to start talking to.
That's good.
That's my plan.
That's good. So I can't come on there cussing?
No, you can.
What's your goal for the week?
Yeah.
My goal for the week, I plan on finishing my last episode for my vlogs on my Lavish Journey channel and starting my new YouTube channel. Because I know I got this podcast, but I want to do now I'm about to branch out to my own personal. I'm trying to build myself as a brand. So I'm about to start, my own, doing daily vlogs every single day, doing podcasts every day. And just,
I want to get on a podcast every day, Wave, man.
Every day.
I want to.
Even if it's 5-10 minutes, you know what I mean?
Is it hard?
No, it's easy. Just like we do right now. Just talk 5-10 minutes every morning, every afternoon, morning, night, whenever, and post it.
Yeah.
Well, I talk, but I don't post all of them.
See?
Like, I do it every day.
Yeah.
I don't be posting at all. That's my problem.
I have to get into it, though. I really want to make this to a lifestyle.
I try to post at least 2 every day, but I do talk every day.
It's hard, but that's my new challenge.
I mean,
you know?
You really don't have to be talking about something every time.
No.
Like, I've actually got on there.
Imagine getting people to call in, bro.
I can't wait for that.
I've had
that.
I've had that a few times.
What up?
Listen, I need a co-host, bro. I'm trying to get this shit popping, bro.
Man, that'd be lit.
I think me starting off alone made this journey a lot easier for me.
See, I didn't start for long.
I don't want to start off
I
alone.
started off alone just to learn the ropes, actually talking in the camera by myself.
I could do all that already.
That's dope.
So.
Yeah.
I started this by hey, slime people DMs. Hey, want to go on a podcast show? That's how I do it. But I'm ready for that journey, just to focus on me. Because everybody be like, I see the lavish journey with other people, but I don't see you. You know, a lot of people tell me that. And I'm like, okay.
It's good to have a balance between both.
Yep.
I think a lot of artists do.
Yep.
So do you all get on there and talk about personal things?
I don't get on at all.
I'm about to start.
Because I've got on and talked about my personal life.
I'm about to start. So we're going to see.
My personal life too much. I don't know.
You got to, though, because, listen, the more authentic
it
you are,
opens
they love
them up.
It. Yep.
Let me make
there.
sure this chapter in my life is closed before I open my mouth.
You open your mouth.
Hey, that's real.
Well, I will say this. With my podcast, I do things like this, but the one that I'm doing, it's for live dialogue, but I do have people coming forward talking about their personal life.
I would love that. I'm trying to get on that wave, man.
So, yeah. It helps when you talk about your personal things. It actually helps to help people open up.
Stay tuned, y'all.
Yes.
We got a lot of big shit coming.
Yes.
We just threw it out to the university. You know it's going to come back times 2. For sure. Well, I'm pretty sure they see our social medias right here. So, y'all got any last words y'all want to drop? Anything?
On Facebook,
go ahead.
It's FTLT.
On Facebook, it's Kennedy Gore, I guess. My first and last name. So.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's all y'all want to let the people know. Y'all set?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
teach your kids how to swim. Get your black kids in the pools.
Hey, y'all
Period.
heard her. And for me, take the highest risk. Don't rob a bank. Impulsive. Be impulsive. Yeah, I like that. Be impulsive.
I'm going to try that. I'm going to start trying that.
What was the word of the day? I forgot.
Euphoria.
Euphoria.
Yep.
Euphoria. Google it.
For sure. Let's get it. Well, ladies, young boys, girls, thank you for watching or listening to Lavish Journey podcast, where we create, inspire, and spread greatness. We out of here. Pose for a picture. We good.